5, 4, 3, 2. And we're live. Dude, I brought you to the dark side. Now you're playing Quake.
I got my ass whooped.
Yeah, well, you were in a fucking melee. There's 3 other dudes in there blasting. It's a one-on-one map. That map's chaos. It's so fun, though. How fun is that shit?
It reminds me of GoldenEye. Did you ever get into that?
How dare you? First
Nintendo
of all,
64. That was a great game, bro.
That game can suck all the dicks. You're using those stupid Xbox things.
You mean a controller?
Mouse and keyboard is where you're at. That's why you're getting fucked up. You don't even know how to move.
It was hard for me to move back and forth. If it was a controller, game on.
What?
For sure.
Yeah, because nobody can move. Yeah, if nobody can move, then you're all right.
With controllers?
Listen, that game's chaos. Jamie and I have been going back and forth for fucking 4 or 5 days now.
You'd be surprised. There are a couple guys that can compete, a few that can compete with the mouse and keyboard guys.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure they can, but they have 0 life, and they don't even know what a pussy looks like.
But Quake is old school. Quake's old school, right?
Yeah, we're on Quake 4, but there's Quake Champions that you play online. We've been playing Quake 4 because we could set it up on what's called a local area network, a LAN, and it's real easy and there's no latency. It's just direct from computer to computer.
It's fun.
I was just thinking of the one guy. He's really aggressive workout dude.
What's that?
The guy that I'm thinking of. He's a video game player. Very popular.
He's really good?
Yeah, his name's Nick Merckx.
I'm
he's
only
like a
kidding. I'm sure he gets pussy.
Yeah, there's some good looking dudes.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. But it's not fun to say.
No.
It's fun to say that they weigh 4 pounds.
You like to picture them as trolls.
Yeah, and they can't find their dick.
Yeah. But now those kids make bank.
They do.
And
they
get
make
hot
so much
chicks.
money.
There's even hot chicks who play video games.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good move for hot chicks.
Twitch.
Like, there's hot chicks that hunt. Because and they wear makeup and shit, full eyelashes and shit.
Yeah, I'm into
because
that.
it brings them into that world, and then
I'm
all the
into that.
guys like, hey, look at her, she likes what I like. Yeah, girls do
Titties
a lot
and
of-
guns.
Yeah,
And they're like stand in front of like an endangered species with their tits out.
like there's hot girls that take Muay Thai class, right? And they get all serious, angry face, don't talk to anybody, pretend they're real fighters.
Let's relax.
Some of them are real.
Yeah, but let's
Some of
relax.
them are not, though. Some of them get super serious.
That's when I whisper like this. Let's relax.
Yeah. When they say, I don't like when people say, I'm on a train today. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? You taking Pilates?
Yeah,
Are
that
you
doesn't
training?
count.
That's not training. Are you training for what? What are you training for? The
That doesn't
apocalypse?
count. Yeah, that doesn't count.
Are you training for some dick? These goddamn games, they're so addictive.
You were like straight up addicted to them, right?
Oh, yeah, I had a real problem. Well, I kind of got a little bit of a problem now. Jamie and I have been talking back and forth. He's up on me a little bit, too. That's why I have to kick Jeff out every now and then, just so Jamie and I go one-on-one. One-on-one, last time I fucked him up, and he quit.
Well, because me and Jeff are easy prey, right? Like you're gonna
Jeff's
get
not easy prey anymore. Jeff was easy prey for a little bit.
If I won all these games, how long do you think we'd be here playing Quake?
true. You want to get
If
anything
you won
done?
all these games,
He's too competitive.
What are you saying? You lost 13-5 because you were trying real hard? You got fucked up, son.
Mm-hmm.
I lit you up. And
Dude,
talking
he's
shit,
tanking.
and you were talking
he's
shit
tanking, he says.
Yeah, sure. Fucked him up. Boom, bang. The problem with having another person in the thing is he always goes after Jeff first, gets that easy kill.
That's what
then
I'm
he
saying.
comes and gets me.
I could barely get my fucking beak wet. You guys were killing me right away.
No,
man.
Jeff's starting to win. You know, he came real close to win that last one.
I think he's practicing while we're not watching.
He's definitely
That's what I'm
practicing
saying.
when we're
Jeff
not
should be
watching.
playing right now.
If he's smart.
Yeah.
Well, I told him to fucking lift weights too. I'm like, dude, you got this whole gym here while the show's going on. Watch the security camera, get your pump on. Just get jacked, son. Woo!
He could. It's all out there.
So let's talk about these fights.
Bro.
First of all,
Bro.
let's start with Diego motherfucking Sanchez. All these young guns sleeping on Diego Sanchez.
Fully redeemed himself.
Do not sleep. Do not. Just do not. Just don't, because he will fuck people up still.
How about Mickey Gall bit him? Do you see that?
I saw
He
that.
posted a
That's
video of him biting
crazy.
him.
There's a video of him biting him?
Well, there's a video of Diego going, look at this shit.
Yeah, Diego,
He
I
fucking
saw
bit me.
on his Instagram,
chest.
he showed his chest where
His
he
titty.
got bit. That is crazy.
I thought, they said Mickey Gall had a hard cut, like a really hard cut. And maybe that's one of the reasons he got so tired. I just don't think that, so far, the skills aren't there yet. He was out of his element a little bit with Diego.
Well-
like Diego outclassed him.
Diego is a monster. I mean, you're dealing with a guy who has 40. Look at that bite mark. That is crazy.
Who bites? Who the fuck bites?
Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall bites. Guys have bitten guys before.
You can't be on my team.
Yeah.
You're off the team.
It's not good.
It's a bad look.
But Diego didn't say shit to the referee. Just kept smashing him.
Dude, he is such a savage.
He's a savage.
He's been fighting since he was 4 years old in the UFC.
He won Ultimate Fighter Season 1, 2005. 14 fucking years ago.
Fought at middleweight.
Yep. 14 fucking years ago. You got to stop and think about what an insane career that is. And his last 2 fights, I think his last fight was Craig White. Is that who he fought last? Smashed that dude.
Smashed.
And then smashed Mickey Gall.
Dude, he's the mascot for Jackson's, right? Like, if there's a logo, it's Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, and everybody knows that is Brendan Schaub's voice.
I sound like Alec Jones right now. The thing is, Joe.
No, you don't.
A little bit.
Not loud enough.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
You sound like Brendan Schaub with a cold.
I don't feel sick.
You don't feel sick, so it's just a sore throat?
Yeah.
But how's your
I'm not
throat
sick.
just go? Were you screaming at someone?
No. I was chilling. I did 2 podcasts
practicing
before this.
Wolf howls or some shit?
I don't know. Sometimes my voice goes. I'm not sick, though.
Oh, that's
I feel
so
great.
weird. That's weird because I am sick a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
It's going around.
Well, I had it over the weekend, and yesterday I felt like dog shit.
Did you work out?
I worked out not yesterday, but Saturday. I worked out Saturday. Probably wasn't a good idea.
They say when you work out when you're sick, it makes it worse because your immune system's down. I usually power through it too.
I lifted too, and it's not smart.
No.
Yeah, but I'm okay today. I'm just like a little worn out, but my voice is all right.
You just need some rest.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be fine.
Traveling doesn't help.
No, it's the worst, man. Because I always take the first flight back because I want to see my
Kiddos,
family,
yeah.
and
so you get no sleep.
Yeah, I got
that makes it worse.
Yeah, I was up at 5. So Mickey Gall. In that fight, he asked for that fight. That was a fight he was begging Dana White to give him. He thought it was a good fight for him. He thought it was a good matchup. Yeah, I don't know why people think that. I guess because he's been knocked out, right? Al Iaquinta KO'd him. Matt Brown KO'd him. But
he's a big name who's been doing it for a long time. So these young guys go, "Oh, I grew up watching him. Let me get him."
Well, I think they also think he's been doing it for so long.
And they're right.
Yeah, but he's still so fucking tough, man.
He has all the skills.
Yeah, he still has all the skills. And his ground and pound is fucking ferocious. And once he's on the ground, then he doesn't... I mean, if there's a hole in Diego's game, you would have to say against elite strikers, he has a real problem.
Correct.
Like guys like Matt Brown, he's going to have problems. He's just not as fluid as those guys.
Yeah, Diego's grappling's amazing.
Amazing. And his ferocity cannot be questioned. He's just...
mental game's ridiculous.
Savage. Just to think about the enthusiasm Diego has after all these years in the game.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
How many years?
Well, what we know, 14 years in the UFC. But he fought before that. He was a veteran.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had several fights before the UFC.
The cage?
Yeah.
He's old school.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Crazy how long he's been doing it. And again, how long he's been doing it and how much he loves it still. And he says CBD is really helping him. He's got his own CBD. 2002. God damn. The motherfucker's 17 years in.
17 years.
He fought Michael Johnson in 2000.
Ring of
Is
Fire.
that the same Michael Johnson?
No way.
Name tag, so
Michael was 6 years old.
What's that?
His name would probably be tagged there if it was.
Yeah, it would, right?
That's not Michael.
Wow, he fought Shannon Rich on his 3rd fight. Shannon Rich has a million fights. Click on Shannon Rich.
Look at Mike Guyman, the Joker, old school, 2003.
Yeah. Click on Shannon Rich. How many fights does he have? I'm going to say he's got... How many... Does it say?
Holy shit,
does it say his record?
Losses. 53 and 79.
Jesus Christ.
It's the worst record I've ever seen.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Terrible. Shout out to that guy, though, for keeping with it,
That is crazy. He's lost 79 times. Jesus Christ.
42 kickboxing matches.
Oh, my God. And 42 kickboxing matches. Jesus Christ.
But kickboxing, he's kind of killing it. 35 and 7.
Not bad. But that's an insane amount of experience. But just stop and think about 17 years in, Diego's still slinging. And so much enthusiasm. That's the crazy part. It's not just that he's fighting, that he fights. He just fights fucking angry. He's got his own CBD company now. He gave me some of it.
Any good?
I haven't tried it yet. He gave me some bottles of his stuff, but he really believes in CBD. A lot of fighters do. It's helping them a lot.
I swear by it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing stuff.
Spectrum CBD oil. That's what I use.
Yeah, it's. There's so many good companies now, but another fight that was crazy. How about Colby and Pedro Munoz.
Are you talking about Well, you skip past Zabit and Jeremy Stevens, which I thought
crazy.
Crazy and no. I mean, for Zabit to beat the number 6 guy in the world, it was good.
Good fight. What'd you think?
I didn't think it helped Zabit's stock because there's so much hype on him.
You didn't think
I didn't think he looked great.
I didn't think he looked great? Really? Well, first of all, he's fighting Jeremy Stevens.
Agree.
Jeremy Stevens is fucking dangerous. You
One of
can't
the
make
best.
any mistakes with that guy.
Zero. You're getting knocked out.
You didn't think he looked good?
I thought he looked okay. I didn't think his stock went through the roof with that fight. You didn't walk away from that fight going, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see him fight again."
Wow.
I thought he looked good. But when you hear Mark Henry, his coach, talk about him, I mean, they talk about him like he's the next fucking.
Did you see that 360 roundhouse kick he tried?
Yeah, that missed.
I was like,
that was dope.
Jesus
He's athletic
Christ.
as shit.
He's so fast. He's really fast. And his round kick to the body is just so fast, like lightning.
Amazing.
Throws
He's such
it so
a talent.
quick.
Such a talent.
Yeah. So technical, too. Everything he does is very smooth.
Doesn't get hit. Doesn't play that game.
No.
Doesn't play the game that Cody Garbrandt played with Pedro Munoz.
The Cody fight was crazy.
It's 3 losses in a row, 3 knockouts.
3 KOs in a row. I just couldn't believe he was standing with him like that. He got him hurt, and then he got hurt, and then he was determined to take him out. And then they were literally going, right hand, right hand, right hand.
Until someone fell.
Yeah, and Pedro can take a shot.
So can Cody. They both ate shots.
He ate some big ones.
But it makes no sense if you're Cody. He's so technical.
I know, it doesn't make any sense.
He said it was a headbutt. He said he got headbutt and then just saw red.
Well, he definitely did. He definitely got headbutted.
Very Aaron Pico-ish.
And he talked about it. He said he saw red, like got angry after he got headbutted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you got to fight intelligent. I mean, obviously, it's super easy for us to say. Sitting here drinking coffee. Yeah, don't fight angry, bro. It's easy to say, but that's also what makes him so dynamic.
Agree, it's what got him to the party. But as a former fighter, it's like coming off 2 losses, which I've been there. You're usually a little more like, all right, I'm not going to go down that road.
Right.
I've been knocked out twice.
Yeah.
I know how that ends.
Yeah.
If I get hit, let's learn from our mistakes.
Right.
That's what's the troubling part.
Yeah, and he has a speed advantage. Pedro Munoz has very good timing, but I think Colby has a speed advantage.
Technique and speed on the feet.
Yeah.
On the ground, it's all Pedro. On the feet, it's Cody all day.
I mean, Cody Garbrandt is still only 27 years old and still could be world champion again. No doubt about it.
Good. Well, 3 losses, Pedro Munoz, okay, he played that game loss. But then the other 2 are TJ Dillashaw.
Right.
Okay, so the champ has your number. Who gives a fuck?
And in both of those fights, he hurt TJ Dillashaw. He's just got to be more cautious and fight more technical.
More disciplined.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some mental coaching. Get some game plan coaching.
Which he might have been doing.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just speculating.
Me too.
And I don't know who he's training his striking with either, but, to mix things up more and be more unpredictable would also be a good thing. I mean, obviously, the last exchanges were just not predictable at all.
It's a fun fight.
Or, I mean, not unpredictable at all. Fully predictable. Just right hand, just chaos. And
think about his last win, he beat Dominic Cruz, which is you got to be cerebral in that fight to beat Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, he had Dom's number. I mean, and it was a different kind of fight. And it's interesting. Dom said that he did the exact thing that Cody did in their fight, that he got hit and he got emotional and he fought reckless.
Dom did.
Yeah, and that Dom went after Cody that way.
Interesting.
Yeah. He said, I know what it's like. You lose your game plan. You get wild. Yeah. It's hard to see him get KO'd 3 times in a row
tough,
like that.
Man. He's going to be fine.
I hope so.
He's going to be fine.
I hope so.
He'll learn from it. But here's the thing. When you're ranked, was he number 2 in that division? It's not like, all right, let's give you a warm-up fight. Like, It's not boxing. There's no warm-ups.
Right.
He's going to get Jimmy Rivera or fucking
Aljamain.
Aljamain.
Yeah.
It's like,
and those
those
guys
are
might
tough
argue
fights.
that they don't want him because he's lost 3 times in a row.
Jimmy Rivera's coming off a loss too, though.
That's true.
Sterling actually called him out, which is weird because he's ranked, he's ranked 5, I think, but he's coming off a win, a huge win.
Right.
So with Sterling, it's like that.
Sterling called out Covington?
Yeah.
Cody. Garbrandt?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying Colby Covington already because I'm already thinking
that
about
motherfucker's
him.
good at marketing.
Yeah, well, he's good at talking shit and getting his name out there, and it's the best thing for the welterweight division right now after Usman just dominated Tyron Woodley. I was blown away by that fight.
Me too.
Blown away.
You and I were texting each other, and it's weird because I had people over at my house to watch the fights, and they were like, God, this fight's so boring. And I look online like, God, this is brutal. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was
This
stunned.
is one of the greatest title fight performances I've ever seen. For him to do that to Woodley and dismantle him, you don't understand. You have no idea what you're watching.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
It's not just insane that he dismantled him, which is for sure insane, but also his fucking gas tank. Usman was pushing on the pedal for 5 fucking rounds, never let off the gas.
How about the way he looked in between rounds?
Yeah.
And to me, it was his mentality.
Yep.
When you look from the first round, as soon as they break it up,
Yep.
and then you ready? He's standing
Yep.
there like this. I'm like,
Oh,
shit.
he was. Do you know that the word was that he had a fractured foot?
Correct.
So he took a fucking cortisone shot coming into that fight. Imagine that.
Savage.
Imagine that. And still, no problems with his endurance. Apparently didn't train the whole week of. Just didn't do shit. Still made the weight. No problem.
But think about what he has to do. His coach is going, all right, you got to go in there. You got to out-grapple, outmaneuver Tyron Woodley, who's one of the best welterweights of all time.
Well, he
who doesn't get taken down.
He outdid everything.
Who doesn't get taken down.
Yeah, who doesn't get taken down.
And Woodley also was kind of, I don't know. He's 37. I don't know if it's he just didn't show up. What happened? But
I think he's 36.
is he 36 or is he
See,
37?
either way,
He's
same
37.
thing.
Either way, he's been doing
Yeah.
it for a hot second. This is why I feel bad for Woodley. Maybe you know, Joe, but Woodley was always that guy where he didn't get along with Dana. He was kind of difficult to deal with, did it his way, and made some demands, wanted the big fight, and then it never happened for him, right?
Right.
He wasn't a big draw, but he could get away with that when he was champ.
Right.
Now that he's not champ, the road for him to get back is going to be so fucking tough
Right.
because of what he did when he was champ.
Yes.
That's why I feel bad for Woodley. And he's one of the greatest to ever do it.
He is one of the greatest to ever do it. And I was making the argument before this fight that you could argue that if he beats Usman, he is the greatest.
Correct.
He's in the greatest is George St. Pierre, right? He's
Correct.
the
Welterweight.
legend at welterweight. You look at his career. I mean, how many years was George the champ for? Was it 6 years or something crazy
He
like
had
that?
the most titles. So you have George, Matt Hughes, and Woodley.
Matt Hughes has legend status because he was the original, right? He was the first wrestler that really developed rock solid submission skills. The fights with Frank Trigg. When he armbarred George St. Pierre in their first fight. He was amazing. But then the new school was George. George was the best welterweight of all time. But I was saying that he's in the running right now. If you consider the opponents he beat, Wonder Boy twice, knocks out Robbie Lawler to win the title, and then goes on from there, beats Damian Maia. You look at how he beat Darren Till. For some reason, he was an underdog in the Darren Till fight, which didn't make any sense to me.
I thought
Everybody got
it was
excited.
I got excited too. I thought Darren Till was going to win that.
Really?
I did.
See, I thought Darren Till's very good, but I did not.
Too much?
I never saw him on the ground. I never saw a real wrestler take him down and ground and pound. I didn't know what he had off his back.
See, I think Darren Till's going to be a problem for Usman.
What? Really?
His
Interesting.
size, yeah, I think he's going to be a problem.
And Darren is committed to 170 still? Is he still?
I think especially now that 170, because what is, if you are a fan of fighting, what is fun is Woodley being out, the welterweight division's so fun.
Right.
Because now Usman, Colby, you got Ben Askren there. Now Darren Till has a shot to be a champion.
Well, I'll tell you what, even though Robbie Lawler lost that fight, god damn, he looked good. He looked good physically. Like at the weigh-in, he looked jacked.
the best I've ever seen him.
He looked amazing. Apparently, he had a tremendous strength and conditioning
He looked
routine
so
for this.
good.
Yeah, he looked real good. And he was fighting fucking ferocious, like the Robbie Lawler of old. He didn't look at all diminished. And I think maybe the time off was good for him because he had to get ACL surgery.
Yeah.
So he might have been dealing with something before his last fight. We don't know.
Do you think maybe it was too where Ben Askren's so one-dimensional? He didn't have to worry about the striking at all. So he
There's
just
a little bit of that for sure, but the fucking fight started because he launched Ben Askren into the air and slammed him on his fucking head,
tough
which
is
was
Ben?
crazy.
How tough
Ben
is
is tough
Askren?
as shit.
Here's the other thing. Yes, Ben won controversially. We don't know that. There was still, 2 minutes left in that fight?
Dude, I've been
With
watching
that
the
bulldog
replay.
choke.
Yeah.
With that much time, it could have got pretty dicey for fucking
Robbie Lawler.
Robbie Lawler. Could have got dicey. We can't just chalk
Go
up.
to Ben's, Ben, I think he put it on his Twitter or his Instagram page where you see Robbie Lawler's arm go limp. Dude, it goes limp. Now, here's the question. Did it go limp because he just let it go? Because he was trying to just let it go. Because he's trying to
That's a weird
just
move.
hang on. Because the choke, he's squeezing really hard. He's going to tire his arms out.
on
That's
his
what
chin,
Robbie
though.
said. It wasn't under his chin, though. But here's the thing, and this is, people need to stop saying that you have to be under the chin to choke a guy unconscious.
No, you can do both.
You can choke a guy unconscious across his face.
For
You
sure.
can go across the face, right like this, and if you have a real squeeze, you have like a Marcelo Garcia squeeze, you could put a guy to sleep.
Think how strong Ben is too.
Ben has a real squeeze, phenomenal squeeze,
he's strong as fuck.
and he's in this position with that bulldog. You can get a lot of leverage in that position. I mean, I don't know how he's gripping his
You know how
hands.
much more torque you can get with his whole
amazing
body?
torque. So I don't know if he went out and then Ben let him go a little bit and then he popped right back awake. That's what he's saying.
Your natural movement though, if you go if you're fighting a choke, your natural movement
Is to hold on to it.
is not
Right.
to go limp.
That's true. That's true.
That's where I'm like, all right, maybe he was out.
We thought he was out.
Yes.
We thought he was out. But in all fairness, I thought Ben was out earlier.
Me too. I thought they were going to stop it.
I thought they were going to stop it. Robbie slammed. I'm like, he's out. He's out.
He was fucked
I
up.
thought he was out. But damn, he can take a fucking shot. He can take a fucking shot. Because Robbie hit him with some hammers.
I was nervous for that fight for Ben.
Woo! It was crazy.
We hyped him up so much.
I know we hyped him up so
We
much.
hyped him up so much. I'm
And then he
like,
came in with
Ben,
that
please do good.
uber dad bod.
I was like, damn, his just is terrible. But let's figure this out.
Let's see. Do you have a video of it?
I just checked both of his pages. I don't see.
He
where
posted
retweeted
it
or something.
earlier.
He posted it today.
I think it was a Twitter.
Yeah, I think it was Twitter.
I know I'm
And
looking
I
at
think
it.
maybe he might have either reposted it or replied to it or reposted it with a comment.
No, he says this is what happened, and it's just a comment.
Okay, well, let's see it. When he said this is what happened, then go to whatever he was commenting on.
I think it's the
And
hand
then you'll
going
see the
limp.
video. Whatever he was commenting on is the video.
The only thing
Basically,
is,
they were saying that in the video that see, let's check it out here. Jack Sparrow, there it goes. See carefully, you'll see that Ben loosened his choke a little bit, and then Herb Dean touched. Click on that. Click on
It
that.
goes to a long thread.
Yeah, but if you go to the top of that thread, you'll see the video. There it is, right there, at the top, right there. Watch this. So check this out.
Look at that
Look at the
leverage.
arm. See that right there.
that's not a normal movement.
But look. But Robbie does give him the thumbs up. That's the other thing that you're not seeing. It's
Right
not
after?
a normal movement, but it is a tight squeeze. It does look like his arm went limp.
I think he went out for a second and came to.
Well, Herb said, what Herb is saying is he told Ben to stop when the arm went limp. When the arm went limp, Ben said is that he's lightening up, and then he lightened up, and then Robbie came back to life.
That's fair.
That is entirely possible, folks. It's entirely possible. I do not know. But I do know that Robbie Lawler is a classy motherfucker because he complained for a little bit. What the fuck? He says, all right, man, good job, good fight.
He's been in the game so long.
Yep.
He was like, he can see him and goes, ah, fuck.
He's got
He
a
goes, all right.
he's got a great attitude.
He's the best.
He really does. He's got a great attitude, and I don't think his stock dropped in that fight. I really don't.
Fuck no.
No, I really don't. And I would like to see the rematch.
I don't.
Well, I want to see it again. I mean, he says no, but
Ben says no.
yeah, Ben says he didn't want to fight him in the first place. Why would you?
Fucking right. Fucking right.
Such a murderer. But he was so amped up for that fight too. He was so angry, and like you could see in his face, he knew what this meant.
Dude, how about Ben versus Usman? That's a motherfucking fight.
Yeah.
They're talking shit.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Darren Till.
Yeah, Ben, your performance was shit. You barely won. You're ugly as fuck. Your chin is too big not to miss. You have no respect for no one. Oh, did I say you're a curly-headed fuck? See you in London, Muppet. Well,
Till has a tough fight in London, though, too.
yeah, Masvidal's no joke, man. Masvidal's a very technical guy. He's got
No
good
punk.
wrestling too, man.
He's good at everything.
Yep, very good at everything and very good wrestling. And I think that's probably where he's going to try to put Darren Till after that Woodley fight.
That's a tough fight, man.
It's a bad situation for Woodley, man, because people are gonna say, oh, he was doing all that stuff with TMZ. Oh, he's got a rap album coming up. He's opening for he's doing rap concerts.
That's fair, though, right, Joe?
It is fair.
That's fair criticism.
It is fair.
Because I've always been on that side of, and you know more than anyone, you told me to get the fuck out,
Yeah.
is when you're 1 foot in.
Yep.
Because what's Usman doing when Woodley's in the studio
going
creating beats?
hard. Going hard. Usman is all in. He's all in.
You think Usman wants to show? If I went up to Usman like, hey, dude, I'll pay for a show for you to on TMZ. You go, get the fuck out of my face.
Right. Get the
I gotta win
fuck
belts,
out of my
dude."
face. That's what he's going to say. Get the fuck. He'll probably get angry at you. Get the fuck out of my face with that TMZ shit. Dude, I was telling everybody for years, people have been scared of Usman for years. But now you see why. Like now you see, before you were seeing people were scared of him, but he wasn't beating anybody that was world class. He wasn't getting those top 10 guys.
Damian Maia, right?
Yeah, he got
Dos Anjos.
The Damian Maia fight will forever be marred by the fact that they separated them when Damian had one hook in. He was trying to take his back.
Dude, was that fucking homeboy? The guy who kept
Was it
standing them
Goddard?
up. Was that Goddard? What
Oh
the
my
fuck
God.
are you doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
What are you doing?
Let's see who that was. Go to Damian Maia versus Kamaru Usman and see who separated them.
Who's the ref?
Matt the Terracera was going fucking crazy about that, and he's 100% right. Do you know how difficult it is to get a hold of a guy like Usman like that, and to have one hook in standing up, and to be working to take his back, and for them to separate him? It is nonsense.
Dude, do you know,
nonsense.
Do you know how much harder it is? That's hard.
Yeah.
You know how much harder it is to take Woodley down and control him?
Yes,
And then you stand him up?
Yep.
If I'm Usman, I went, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, but I mean, you stop and
take
think.
him down. You take him down.
You stop and think about Damian Maia's last fight, right? Who the fuck did he just choke
He
unconscious?
choked the fuck out of who was that?
Who was it? Who did he just choke out? Someone really good.
Young kid that they fed him.
Okay, so here it is.
Nope, that's not Goddard.
Who is it?
It's the bald feller.
Which bald feller? So here's it's hard to tell who that referee is. I can't see the face. So Usman and them, they're
not
exchanging.
Goddard,
Ooh, Usman cracked him. Who is it?
I
Is it
forget.
Chris Tione?
I know 2 referees. I know 3.
No, it's Leon. Yeah. Okay. Well, for whatever reason,
What was Goddard thinking, though?
I don't know what he was thinking.
And then he
He's-
threw shade online at John Anik,
What did he say?
saying your commentary was off, so was Anik's. You
That
guys-
my commentary was off?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what I did to say. I didn't say anything bad about Mark Goddard. I said I disagree with him standing up. I don't know why he said the commentary was off, but Dominic Cruz did say that he can't wrestle. And the reason why he's standing him up is because he can't wrestle.
Mark Goddard?
Yes. No, he said that he was saying that about Mark Goddard.
Correct.
He was saying the
That's
referee
what I'm
can't
saying.
wrestle.
If-
He threw shade at Goddard. I have nothing but respect for Goddard, although I don't agree with his decision in that fight. I do not agree with stand-ups. I don't like stand-ups,
I like
period.
Mark Goddard.
I do too.
think he's a great referee. In that moment, he's wrong.
Well, he's probably
you know
very
how
emotional.
hard it is?
Yes.
But listen, your job is not to intervene the
Right.
trajectory of the fight.
Right.
Your job is to protect the fighters. Don't fuck up Usman's biggest fight of his life by standing up. Because what happens is this, and we've seen it, what happens if he stood him up and Woodley goes, you know what? Finally, I feel good. Knocks him out.
Right. It can
That's
happen.
on you, Goddard.
It can
you
happen.
fucked him.
Yeah, it can happen. What did he say about me?
He didn't specifically call you out.
He didn't call you out specifically.
What did he say? Where did it say?
There he is. The only thing wildly inconsistent is your and your commentators' recollection and observation of actual events. I will whoop Joe Rogan's ass. That's
Whoa,
ridiculous.
that's so rude.
I didn't see that.
Can't believe you said
I just
that.
made that up.
The only thing wildly inconsistent is your and your co-com's recollection and observation of actual events. I'll save my side for later. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Recollection of actual events. I don't know what he's trying to say there. And co-coms. I didn't say anything bad about him other than I don't agree with the stand-ups.
And that's not bad.
But Dominic Cruz said that he can't wrestle, and I don't know if Mark Goddard could wrestle. I know he knows how to referee.
I know this. Compared to Dominic Cruz, he cannot wrestle. So
Right.
Dominic's fine to say that.
Well-
also, John Anik going hard in the paint's awesome.
Yeah,
He goes,
I like-
yeah, you are way off.
Well, it's
Shout out to John
wildly
Anik.
inconsistent is correct because Herb Dean is the gold standard, in my opinion. And Herb Dean, even though that thing with Robbie Lawler is controversial, I kind of look at it and I go, the arm went limp.
I
man.
can see how he made that
I
mistake.
can see that. I could. See, I think it's unfortunate, and it may have been a mistake, but it might not have been a mistake.
Agree.
I'm still.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not at all. Not. Hey, look, man. His job is fucking way harder than mine. 100 times harder. Herb Dean's job is to protect the fighters and to stop fights and to make calls. I don't want to be that guy. That guy gets fucking hated on and never loved. Herb never gets loved.
No one likes him.
no one ever gets loved.
But with Mark Goddard, don't be the guy trying
Okay,
to.
There's a little
John
more.
replied. He said, I always try to be respectful. We just call it like we see it too. But there's an arrogance with which you deal with the fighters, commentators, and many in the sport.
Get
and I
him,
find it
John.
off-putting. Whoa, one man's take. And I'm quite sure you'll give yours for everyone to hear. Wow.
Get him, Anik. World star. World star.
Damn.
Get him.
Okay, so I believe John Eck referred to the inconsistency between each referee's decisions of when to separate the fighters, and John said, exactly, that's what I was referring to. That that two of the consensus best referees of the game would handle those two situations so differently. I understand the athletes are different, but there are parallels to be drawn. John is 100% correct.
100%.
100% correct.
Come at us, bro.
I feel bad that Mark Goddard responded the way he did because it's not very professional, and I think it's very emotional, and I think he's probably just feeling the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I went hard on him.
Yeah, you feel that heat and you get angry, but I like Mark Goddard. I like him a lot. I think he's a very good referee.
Top 1 or 2 refs in the business. I love Mark Goddard. He fucked that up.
My question is, I wonder who is telling them they should stand things up and when they shouldn't stand things up. I wonder
the pressure he feels.
The pressure he feels. From the audience, you think?
From the crowd.
Maybe. It could be that. British people are very nice. Sometimes in English people, they're
you
more
got to know what you're dealing with, man.
Yeah.
When you got 2 world-class wrestlers and this guy's impossible to take down, he's one of the best of all time.
Yep.
Let it go.
Let it go. Well, I think let it go, period. I do not agree with stand-ups because I think if a guy can hold you down, like this I was saying about Ben Askren, if a guy like Ben Askren can hold you down and give you noogies until the fight's over.
Do something about it.
Yeah, do something about it. Exactly. If he's not cheating.
No.
If he's not cheating, keep it up.
Do you know how hard it is to control Woodley on the ground?
And you only have 5 fucking minutes. You have 5 minutes to sink a choke in, 5 minutes to hold on to him and beat him up. And look, all credit to Usman. He didn't even fucking care. He got stood back up, didn't complain, went right back at him and took him down again. He's a monster.
Went cool story, bro.
He is fucking hard to deal with,
Tough fight for Colby.
For everyone on the planet Earth.
But stylistically, when you look at the fight for Colby, I look at what Colby does well.
Yeah, he does that. The thing about Usman is he's got power. He's got striking, he's got wrestling, but even maybe more importantly, cardio for days.
And here, he's
his mind's a fucking bank vault. It's Fort Knox. You're not getting in there.
Right
I'm so impressed.
On his dick.
How adorable was it? Him with his little daughter.
Oh, dude!
I almost cried. I'm such a bitch.
Me too.
I'm such a bitch.
I've become a bigger pussy that I have kids. Me too. Me too. Don't play the video,
daughter. I'm like, oh,
I know, man.
So cute. And just how happy
his mom
he was.
And wife were real extra though. Oh. They're like P. Diddy in a bad video.
Extras. Hey man,
they wanted it
he's
so
the champ
bad.
Of the world. Could you imagine what it feels like to have your husband win the fucking world welterweight title? And to beat Tyron Woodley?
No, I can't. But I tell my wife take a hot back seat. The fuck out of here. And my mom sure as fuck wouldn't be in the cage.
Hey man, I feel like when someone wins like that, they can do whatever they want. I mean, Connor's mom's always in the cage. His dad's always in the cage.
She's not fucking
That's true.
Throwing out promo codes.
Listen, man. And Usman, I feel like he's only like, what is he, 31 or 32? How old is Usman?
He's 32. He's a fucking savage.
He can be the champ for a long time.
He scared me.
He's not.
Dude, have you seen how big he is in person? Of course you have. But when he's not cutting, he came to my Palm Beach show. I went, what the fuck are you doing?
How much did he weigh?
I don't know. We're the same size.
No.
Yeah. He's fucking huge.
Well, he
scared me.
The size of him.
He scared me.
Yeah. Well, he's big. Like a super athlete, not like a bodybuilder.
God, get your dick out of my face, Guzman.
Like when you look at the way Tyron is big, Tyron's more thick. Like his legs are thicker.
Short and thick.
Yeah, Tyron's look at the height difference.
Look at his fucking back. Look at the
He's
wingspan.
so tall. Look how tall he is, man, and wide.
He looks scary with his face painted like that.
We're ogling him.
Dude, I'm on his nuts so hard right now.
He's a monster. The face paint thing was a last minute decision too. Susie had to do his face. Susie, the makeup lady, she had to do his face last. She's the best.
She was the best.
She's such a nice lady. But they had to make sure that they had the right color paint. To do the Nigerian flag on his face. Dude, he might be champ for a long time.
There's great matchups.
Oh my God.
Welterweight is so fucking fun. Oh my
God. And don't sleep on Masvidal, folks. Jorge Masvidal still is capable of beating something. Remember when he fucked up Cowboy? Masvidal is the real deal.
I will say this though. If Darren Till, man, he's my dark horse. Still.
You think so?
I think so. Unless he goes 85, but he's a motherfucker.
You know what happened in that Till fight with Woodley? He didn't land a single significant strike in 2 rounds. He didn't land anything in the first round, and he didn't land anything in the second round. Just understand that.
That's not fun.
This is the big show. This is the world title shot. You come out to fucking Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline, the whole deal. Everybody's singing along. It's wonderful.
That's London.
But he lands nothing.
All right, well, here's this. Woodley threw one punch in 5 rounds.
No, that's not true.
Shit happens.
No, Woodley hit him.
was very tentative.
He was doing the smart thing. The smart thing is you wait and you counter because Woodley's so goddamn fast. That smart thing paid off when he landed that big right hand, dropped him. And then the other problem with Darren Till is that on the ground on his back, he didn't have anything. He didn't have anything offensive.
Well, he was
didn't have
rocked.
anything.
He was rocked
for sure. But if you can move, you've got to be able to do something to protect yourself and something to tie. He also didn't see the choke coming. That also could be because he was rocked. Look, if you look at the way he dispatched Cowboy, insanely impressive. If you look at the way he beat Wonderboy, also impressive. I mean, Wonderboy's a world-class striker.
Don't forget
and he
about
beat him and
Wonderboy.
dropped him.
Wonderboy Usman. Wonderboy's a hard code to crack.
He's a hard code to crack, yes. And especially if Wonderboy has some time off to recover.
He's had some time off.
Gone through those 3 5-round fights. The Till fight was a 5-round fight as well. So those are hard, man. They're hard on your body, hard going through training camp. And I want to say that I think Wonderboy had a knee injury too that he's might have gotten surgery on.
And his hand maybe. But
yeah,
the point
I don't know
is
about the knee. That might have made up the knee.
The point is the welterweight division is fun as fuck.
Fucking every division's fun as fuck. Bantamweight just opened up with Pedro Munoz.
Light heavyweight's kind of crunk now too.
Yeah.
Johnny fucking Walker.
Yeah,
dude.
But
how
Johnny
about Johnny
Walker might have
Walker?
tore. Okay. Stephen Thompson said his movement was out the window after Darren Till knee kick out. Okay. He's also saying that he doesn't think that those kicks should be allowed, which is crazy for someone to say that kicks people in the head.
Who spinning wheel kicks people in the head.
Okay, it says, it was almost like the dude was trying to put me out, Thompson told Ariel Helwani. Yeah,
bro.
He was definitely trying to kick me.
Goddamn cage fight.
He hit me in the knee, and after that, my movement was pretty much out the window. I was more focused on keeping my knee. It was just another thing to think about out there. Well, that's a strange attitude. You know, I mean, maybe that comes because he came from a karate background and not a Muay Thai background. On the show, Thompson said he was unsure if targeting the knee with that kick like that is legal. Well, I will tell you, it's legal. It's definitely legal.
Ask Whitaker.
So are heel hooks, which are way worse. I mean,
do a spinning
so his
heel
knee's
kick
fucked
to
up. He
your
says, hopefully it's nothing major, but it sucks, man. It really does. Disappointed by the whole situation and coming out of it with an injury like that. It only makes it all worse.
He has a fight coming up.
Yeah.
Pettis.
Oh, that's right. So he must have healed it up or got surgery or whatever.
That's a tough fight.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that kind of thinking. I mean,
I don't entertain
He said, I was trying to hit the guy hard. I really was. I was just saying, unable to put myself in a situation to do so. And the reason for that is because he kicked your knee. And
which is a technique.
Yeah, it's a technique.
John uses it all the time.
It's a fucking legit technique. It's good.
Whitaker used it against Romero.
Look, yes. And Romero used it against Whitaker.
That's where Whitaker got it.
Yep.
Whitaker went, we doing that?
And he went right after
Cool
it.
story.
Yeah, you fucked my knee up in the first fight. I'm going to fuck your knee up in the second fight. Listen, it is just as valid and maybe safer than kicking someone in the head. It's easier to do, for sure, than kicking someone in the head. But so what? If you can kick someone in the fucking head with a wheel kick, that is the worst thing you could do to a person.
Wonderboy has no point there. He's just
no point.
He's just sad about the fight.
It's unfortunate. But again, I think a lot of that is because he came from that karate background and he came from a above the waist style karate background initially. You know, when Duke Rufus was cornering his brother, Rick Rufus, when Rick Rufus fought, I forget the gentleman's name, from Thailand, I think Lawrence Kenshin has it as the most important kickboxing match in history.
Goddamn.
I forget because we realized how critical, because this was when Rick Rufus was in his prime.
He was the man.
He was the man. I mean, Rick Rufus, the Jet, he would do wild shit, man. Jump 360, turning side kicks to the face. He would hit guys and knock them out with hook kicks and front leg round. Here he goes. Try this name. Chang Phuket Kiat Songrit. I fucked that up, I'm sure.
It's a hard
Duke
pass
would have
for
said
me.
it. Duke would have said the name perfect. But the point is, at the end of the fight, after the Thai gentleman destroyed Rufus's legs and stopped him, Duke, who's a world champion himself, said that he didn't think that it took any skill to do that. Because that's how a lot of those Thai guys thought. You watch the end of this, man.
Wow.
Watch the end of this.
He can't walk.
He could barely walk, but watch. They say, go ahead. And this dude comes out. He goes, he knows what to do. Here we go.
Jesus
Hi.
Christ.
He just, whack.
Dude,
tax
think
those
if you don't
legs.
know what to do, that would hurt so bad.
And this dude's a beast too. Look
Fuck
at
yeah,
look at the
look at
thighs
him.
on this dude. Whack. He just fucking those legs up. Hands up high and just whack. Look at this.
Dude, who's the ref?
Well, they didn't know any better
wearing
back
some
then.
dope
Look at
shit.
it. That's how they did it back then with the karate.
Sick.
The ref wore a fucking karate gi.
Yeah, hell
Look at
yeah.
the ref's got a black belt on.
Fuck yeah, he does.
Look at that. Whack.
Kick him
Whack.
in the ass.
Yeah, those leg kicks, and that was it. So after it was over, Duke, who I think was only like 19 at the time, said he didn't think that took any skill. Obviously, Duke doesn't think that now. He evolved and became a world Muay Thai champion himself.
Correct.
It's just
Ignorance is bliss.
But that sort of stuff. There he is, right there. Look at that young baby face Duke Roof. Let's play it so we can hear him say it.
But it's the way the cookie crumbles tonight.
Let's take a look at the monitor down here.
Back it up a little so I can hear him say that.
Wallace believes. I'm not sure. I just know that he's in pain, and the leg kicks were the only thing that stopped him. The guy did not touch him anywhere else in the body. I think that Rick should have won the fight. He had the guy out. There's 3 major fouls, but it's the way the cookie crumbles tonight.
Let's take a look at the
He said later that he didn't think that it took skill to do that, but which is they just didn't know any better.
He just
Look at this.
doesn't
Look at
know.
this. Hi-ya! Motherfucker kicks so hard too. That style is so good. The Thai style is so
Fuck,
goddamn
yes.
good. It's so good.
Their
But
head
the-
movement's not.
yeah. Well, the Thai style with the other techniques is the best. If you got that Thai style, but you know how to throw side kicks, you know how to throw everything else.
Wonder Boy, Darren Till.
Yeah.
John Jones.
Yep. John Jones.
John
yeah.
Jones was throwing a fucking
throwing everything.
arsenal of kicks.
It's a very interesting watching him, man. He's doing a lot of side kicks now and spinning back kicks,
How
turning
about, how about
side
the
kicks.
kicks landing to the body?
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of side kicks. He throws a lot of everything, man. But he fucks you up. He's so good at keeping guys on the back foot. You know?
Just taking away their arsenal.
I want to say this though, because this is something that's coming up, and it's actually kind of pissing me off.
What's that?
There's a bunch of people that have been saying, should Anthony Smith have laid down after he took that illegal knee
No.
and won the title?
Who said this?
Ariel Helwani, a bunch of other people said it. I think Ariel was suggesting or asking whether or not he should have.
That's some beta male shit.
Well, it's crazy because the guy should be praised for he ate the knee, he was okay, and then he wasn't even thinking about quitting. Yeah.
That didn't even go through my mind.
It went through my mind that someone might do that. Some people
not
have
with
done
Anthony
that.
Smith. Have
Not
you ever
with
seen him
Anthony
fight
Smith.
before?
No, he's an animal.
That wasn't even a thought.
No. It wasn't a thought. I don't agree with.
And I wasn't like, oh, we should all give him praise for this. I was like, well, no, why would he do that?
Well,
Doesn't make
that's
sense.
who he is. But some people, like, let's be honest, and I think Chael Sonnen will probably admit to this. If he took that illegal knee, he might say, "That's it, can't go on. Sorry, rematch."
You get the win and keep going. Yeah.
Well, you get the win, you
Chael's
get the
a
title.
businessman.
Yeah.
Chael's a businessman.
Yeah, I mean, you get the win, you get the title, you get a rematch. I could be wrong. Chael might disagree. He might say, "No, I'm a competitor." When I'm in there, I wouldn't think that way.
Not now, his age now.
Yeah. But the bottom line is, like, some people were actually suggesting that would be a good option. That many people suggested. I saw several people, and the fans went hard on these people that suggested it. Like, you're out of your fucking
your
mind.
goddamn
You're
mind.
out of your fucking mind.
He was getting outclassed. That'd be such a bitch move.
Well,
Like,
unless he actually couldn't go on.
yeah, but we all saw he could. Because
We
the
all saw he
doctor,
could.
he goes, I'm
Yeah.
fine. He goes, no,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Anthony Smith. I
Right.
actually think Anthony Smith's stock went higher now.
Yes.
Because we go, oh shit. No, he's top 5 for sure.
And he looked very good in the first round. The first round looked very good.
How about his takedown defense?
Yes, very good. Very good. John started figuring him out, and John is so good at forcing you to fight his fight and being first. He's so good at being first. First with the kicks, first with the punches, first forward. He doesn't give you a chance.
And that's the thing with Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's chance was to always be first. If you
Yes.
watch Anthony Smith's fights prior, he was a bulldozer, comes
Yes.
at you. John went, that's what you do? Cool, I'm put you on your back foot. You go first, not in my night. I'm going to go first.
He
so then
also-
Anthony Smith was defensive the entire time,
Yes.
trying to hand fight.
Yep.
He just took away all his tools.
He also fought very technically in the first round. He didn't just swing
John-
at him. Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Fought very technical.
John actually in the first round got a little wild. I felt like he almost felt the pressure of being a minus 800 favorite.
Really? You think so?
We've never seen John throw those wild punches in that first round. He was trying to get him out there. Then he went, you know what? This isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Recalculated and then dismantled him.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best of all time.
By far the best.
But who in that division can fuck with him now? I mean, Thiago
wants
Santos.
Santos.
Yeah. which is, look, Santos is a wild card. That motherfucker can knock out anybody. I would have liked to see Johnny Walker not blow his shoulder out
I
celebrating.
heard he's fine though.
What? Listen, man, he couldn't move his arm.
He came in the back, and they're waiting till I think today. But in the back after he went, I'm actually good now.
Okay, so what that must mean that he dislocated it and then they popped it back in place. So it could be fine, or there could be some significant tearing inside that allowed it to dislocate, and that could be a problem in the future.
Let's say it's fine though.
Let's hope
he's
it's
still
fine.
not fighting John Jones yet. He has a ways to
Listen,
go.
fill that dude up with stem cells. Just get a bunch of needles in there and fucking.
Little cortisone, do all the fucking
No.
worms you want, bro.
Yeah, don't give him cortisone. Just give him some stem cells. Heal that motherfucker up.
Santos is an interesting fight for John.
Yes, he's interesting because Santos throws fucking nuclear missiles at your head, and he did stop Jimmy Nemanoa. He stopped several guys at light heavyweight. He looks spectacular at light heavyweight, and he stopped Anthony Smith in their last fight at middleweight.
I would imagine Santos is almost a bigger underdog than Anthony Smith.
I would imagine that too, but I would imagine that he's not going to fight like Anthony Smith. Is he okay? What does it say?
I'm
What does it
fine.
say?
My shoulder's not too bad.
Not too bad is not a good thing to say. I just need to do some exams and check to be 100% sure that it was nothing serious. Okay, that doesn't mean it's okay. Because the thing about shoulder tears, and this is coming from someone who's had some shoulder issues, it feels all right until you do something weird, and then it hurts, and then you're like, fuck, and then you get an MRI, and then they look at it, and they go, oh, you got some tears in there, son.
But sometimes it's not shit. I've had pro where I'm like, dude, I'm fucked. I can't move my
Right.
shoulder. Then 2 days later, like, well, fuck
Right.
it. Let's do it.
That's usually like sore tendons or sore muscles.
And he was just doing the worm.
Yeah, but he fell face first and landed on his shoulder weird.
But I'm sure he's doing that.
Maybe, man. I don't know. It's
dude, how
hard.
about his post-fight speech?
Yeah, he's like,
I love Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Okay,
he's a
well.
real character.
He's a character. We need to work on his English, but he's
Yeah.
going to go far.
Motherfucker has some power.
That flying knee.
Yeah.
I was grilling for everyone, and I lost track of time. I looked at the TV from my backyard, and I saw them. I saw him go, let's get it on. And I just fucking dropped everything and sprinted, because that motherfucker knocks dudes out in seconds.
Yeah, well, this is his third fight in the octagon, but he's fighting Misha Sakharinov, who's a real
He's a vet. He's
tank.
tough, man.
He's a tank, and he's got some serious grappling skill. He chokes the shit out of everybody. Choked out Pat Cummings in his last fight. I mean, he chokes the fuck out of people. But, Johnny Walker, let's watch it real quick. I mean, the thing about Walker is he's so loose. He came into that fight dancing. Boom! Look at
Here's
that.
the thing. What's he like when someone takes you down and we're in the third
Yeah, we're
round?
going to find out. He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, though.
Yeah.
Watch this. See, he slapped his own arm on the ground. Like, let's see that again.
Just jump on the
It's
cage,
his left
bro.
arm. It's his left arm that hurt. So watch this. He goes down. Yeah.
Esther
you
Esther
heard
Lynn
it.
has a great photo of him going.
God damn it, he's lying there. He's like, fuck, I hurt my arm.
He's going to be fine.
Look, he might not be fine, dude.
Dude, let's wish for the best.
I'm wishing
God's
for the
sakes.
best. Listen, I'm a fan of the guy. I'm wishing
I'd
for the
rather
best.
see him versus Santos.
But
that's a fucking fight.
there are so many videos of football players celebrating touchdowns and blowing their ACL
Blowing
out.
their knees, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, hey, get a doctor. So he got up, and what was interesting is I was talking to one of his teammates, and they were like, you see how loose he is? He's like, he's loose for everything. That's just how he is with life.
Dude, have
the
you ever
guy
seen
goes
his
in there
walkout?
dancing?
When
Yeah.
he was stripping?
No.
Oh, dude. He was a dancer, I think, in Brazil. Thunder down under Brazil style. Dude, he's a good stripper too. This boy probably made some money. Dude, you gotta find it.
Well, he's a real interesting addition to that division.
That division finally has some life back in Santos,
Yeah.
him. Who's the other dude? God, stud.
Which guy?
He's ranked like number 10, I think.
Oh, I
Either
know.
way, light heavyweight's killing it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
God damn
God
it,
damn it, I
forget.
can't do it either.
Ethnic kid.
Yeah, fuck. Let me see the division.
He's top 15. He's
me
actually
see.
top 10.
Let me see. Make that a little bigger.
Dominic Reyes.
Dominic Reyes. Yeah, Dominic Reyes is a monster. He's super athletic too. The thing about Dominic Reyes is super smart, super athletic, and he's 9-0, undefeated.
Him versus Johnny Walker be a hell of a fight.
Ooh, yeah.
There's so many good matchups at light heavyweight with the young guys.
Reyes is a really good athlete. The thing about him that separates him from everybody else is like he has a background. What did he have a background in football? Was that what he was?
I don't think he's a football player.
What was his?
I would say Johnny Walker's probably more athletic than these guys. So
pretty
he's
fucking
so
athletic.
big in the way he moves.
So big.
Isn't it weird? He's from Brazil. His name's Johnny Walker.
It's named after whiskey.
The fuck?
Kinda weird. Yeah, who knows?
How does the Johnny Walker whiskey not just do a deal now?
I know, right? Jump on board before this gentleman
Dude.
becomes a champ. Yeah, have him wear a Johnny Walker T-shirt and shit.
Now, again, light heavyweight will be so much better. The same thing that happened in welterweight. If John Jones goes, have fun, boys, and goes to heavyweight.
Right. Which
None of these guys are beating John.
very well could happen.
None of these guys are beating John.
Well, John might fight Tiago next, and if he fights Tiago, I mean, look, John wants to fight 5 times a year. So here we are in March. It's March 2nd. He wins. John easily could fight in May or June.
He'll fight in June, I bet.
Easily. April, May, June, 3 months from now. Yeah, easily. Okay.
IT technical support.
He works at an IT technical support. No, NFL. See,
You're right. Hold on. Reyes,
Football.
Dreamt of playing.
Dreamt of playing the NFL, but didn't he play for high school? He'd play in high school and college, not being drafted.
Defensive back here for the Seawolves. I don't know. What that
Okay.
is.
So
that's
he
high
played
school.
football.
Oh, at Stony Brook.
Okay. So he played
Low
football
level
and then
for sure.
decided to, I mean, still excellent athlete.
All
That's
conference.
the point.
Didn't get drafted.
But
for football,
smart
for,
as shit,
for MMA
too.
standards, he's super athlete.
Yeah, and smart as shit. Yeah, that's the thing. We've talked about this before. The difference between the level of athletes between the guys that are going into the NFL and the NBA. That they're the height of the height.
Dude, watch the NFL Combine. There's a guy who was 6'3", 230 pounds, ran a 4.3 in the 40 with a 40-inch vert. He's a wide receiver.
That is
has the
insane.
best footwork you've ever seen. Has footwork like Dominic Cruz. It's mind-blowing. There's a defensive lineman who ran a 4.4 40. A big fat dude
That's
ran a 4.4.
insane. That's so fast.
2 300-pounders ran sub 5 second.
300 pounds,
Yeah.
sub 5 second 40.
4.8,
That's
I think
insane. That's insane.
Dude,
That's so fast.
have you, I don't know why I bring this up on every podcast. Have you ever seen the guy who's run the 40 and his dick comes out? It's the best moment in sports.
He's got so much dick, it can't
His
be
dick
held in.
plops out and he falls.
No.
And he pops up and goes, the coach goes, what happened? He goes, my dick fell out, man. And they paused it, and he has this fat black dick.
Let's see him go. Ready, go. Dun, 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 dun. Where's his dick?
You'll see it on the replay.
Oh my God, he fell on his dick.
You'll
That's
see
just
it on
like he
the
tucks it in.
In the replay, they slow it down. You see this big dick. He goes, my dick fell out, man.
That is so fun. Look at the size of that guy.
When they redo it, get ready.
Let me see. Whoops. Like, he's like, damn it. He decided to fall down to cover his own dick. It's crazy that he's so confident that his dick is tough.
Look at this.
That he went. Let's see. Break it down. Oh, Jesus. There it is. Pops out. Like, God damn it. Dick fell out again. Imagine that kind of a problem.
Look at this shit.
Imagine. Jesus Christ.
Hey, this is why it's great.
Imagine how many women just start blowing up his DMs. Like,
Dude.
I mean, when your dick falls out while you're running, you can't even contain it inside some pants.
This is
and
what
some
makes me
underwear.
laugh. Biggest moment of his life. He's been dreaming of going to the NFL. This fucking
Did they give him another run?
I'm sure.
Let's give him a goddamn
dude
You get 2 tries. So
Every
not the
dude-
first.
sturdy pair of compression shorts.
Every dude goes, I get it, man. Yeah, let's go again.
This is something I'm not understanding about dudes who are not wearing compression shorts with a cup, like a Diamond MMA cup.
In the NFL?
No, in MMA.
Oh.
Like guys who get nut shotted, like that when guys have like a regular cup on.
Yeah.
Like how? How do you have a regular cup on in 2019? How do you have that when you can have one of those compression cups and you're not going to get hurt?
Sometimes those cups are uncomfortable and they're
Fuck
so
yeah,
big.
they are. Fuck yeah, they are. You know what's more uncomfortable? Getting kicked in the nuts. I don't get it. Kenny Florian used to wear the Thai steel cup, and here's the thing. I don't think the Thai steel cup should be legal. But if it is legal,
armbar.
oh yeah, it's a nasty fulcrum. But not only that, but even if you're you accidentally hit it, you're hitting a piece of metal. Like, why is it okay to have a piece of metal? You could break your foot.
That is
And a guy can do something to you and slam that metal into your face. I mean, some weird shit can happen and you can break a bone. I mean, there's many opportunities where guys, like, how about this? A guy shoots in and the guy hits him with his hips, right? You could hit him with your hips and catch that steel cup right in your fucking mouth and break your face.
Remember Mitrione knocked out Derek Lewis with his hips. Remember that?
I thought he hit him with a right hook or something.
No. He just sprawled and knocked him out.
Really? Wow, I don't remember that. Why did I remember?
Beastie in like 13 seconds.
He hit him with that, but then he hit him with some punches too, right?
At the end, but still the hips what fucked up.
Interesting. Interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah. I really think that those cups, like a Diamond MMA style cup, should be standard. And I think Diamond MMA probably has the best one.
I didn't like them when I was fighting just because they were so uncomfortable.
Right.
I'd rather you hit me in the dick.
I don't think the Diamond ones are that uncomfortable.
They're
Did
just
you wear
wide.
those? You wore that one?
I forget.
I bet it's not. We have one here. We'll give it to you. You want to try it out, but you don't give a fuck anymore.
I don't know what I'd use it for.
You're in there fucking
I'll wear it
lifting
on
weights,
stage
looking
tonight.
good. Like a
Actually pretty
codpiece.
good.
Like Gene Simmons and Kiss.
Yeah.
He's got one with teeth on it or something. Those steel cups, though, some dudes used to wear those in jiu-jitsu. It was horrible because they'd get on top of you. And like if somebody
worst.
mounted you and they grapevine your legs and dug that fucking thing into your chest.
Dude, how about fucking Usman fucking grapevining Woodley from Mount?
Yep. Mounted him. Yep.
And then
Yep.
I had my boy Todd Feldman over at my house. He goes, could there be anything worse? Or he goes, that looks like a bad position to be in. And I turned around and went, excuse me, sir, the worst. There's nothing worse in professional sports than in the UFC when you get mounted on national TV in front of millions of people. And it's the most kind of beta male move of all time.
Yeah.
You're on your back. You can't get up. This
Right.
man's on top of you.
Yep. Dick to chest.
It's so embarrassing.
And he
There's
held him
nothing
there.
worse.
He
There's
held him
nothing
there
worse.
for a long time.
All your buddies are watching going, damn, bro.
And, you know, the interesting, it didn't seem like Tyron had the energy to get him off. Like, he didn't even hip escape correctly. He knows how to hip escape. Tyron's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Something was up with Woodley,
You
yeah.
think so? Yeah.
He looked off.
Well, I don't know if that was it or he's just wilting under the pressure that Usman was putting on him.
Here's why, and I'm not taking anything away from Usman. I think it's one of the greatest title fight performances of all time.
Of all time. Maybe the best.
That's fine.
He won every minute of every round
He had
against a guy.
10-8s.
And against a guy who many people thought was in the running to be thought of as the greatest welterweight of all time.
Top two.
And if he won that fight, especially stopped him, I think you could put him in that category.
Agree. So we both agree how impressive it is.
Yeah.
Where I thought he might be off is right in the opening minute. Remember, Usman shoots, Woodley grabs a guillotine, and he falls on the wrong side against the cage. I went, well, world champions don't do that. He's not there mentally.
Also, he kept holding on to that
That's my
guillotine.
point.
I was like, my God, he's going to get Von Flewed. And I think I think we're calling it the OSP now.
I heard
decided
that,
to call
yeah,
it the OSP.
yeah.
It's the OSP. Sorry, Von Flew. But OSP has more Von Flew chokes than anybody. You kind of have to call it the OSP.
Even St. Preux.
But then... But
when I saw
Von
that with
Flue, he
Woodley-
kind of invented it, right? Did he invent that choke?
I doubt he invented it.
I want to know if he invented it. Because if he invented it, you got to give it to him.
True. Let's call it the OSP, though. Way cooler.
Let's call it the
So he
OSP.
went for the OSP choke.
Yes. So he goes for that choke.
But at Woodley's level, to do that in the opening rounds, I went, well, he's not ready yet. He's mentally not firing right now. Because that's Woodley being a black belt in jiu-jitsu, being one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Like, you ever seen George St. Pierre make a mental?
Not like that.
Never.
No.
Never.
Not in a world title fight.
Never. So when I saw that, I went, oh, Woodley's off.
You might be right about him having one foot out the door. Because do we figure out if he's 36 or 37?
Turns 37 in a month.
So basically 37. Basically 37, doing all that stuff for TMZ. I want to say he opened for Wiz Khalifa recently.
They have an album together.
Oh, shit. Wiz is going to come on the show. We're working it out right now.
Oh, you're going to get so high. That's going to be awesome.
It'll be fun. You want to come in?
Sure.
Get high with us?
Last time I was on fucking Pluto.
Those fight companions. We passed these fucking backwoods ones, man.
Dude.
These things are a problem.
I was so high.
Alex Jones had one, but it was only tobacco, folks.
Yeah, but with Woodley, when we say 1 foot in, 1 foot out, it's
Yeah.
easy to say because in hindsight, because eventually he was going to lose.
Yeah.
But before this, he was doing all that stuff.
Right.
When he beat Till, he was doing this stuff.
Yeah.
When he beat Wonderboy twice, he was doing this stuff. So I don't know.
Well,
or Usman's just a bad matchup. But we're looking at these points. He had an off night.
Yeah.
He does too much stuff outside the octagon. Or Usman's just a bad motherfucker.
I think it's all the above. Like,
might be
Usman
right.
is absolutely a bad motherfucker, and who knows, he might have been able to do that anyway, even if Tyron was in perfect condition. But here's the question. Tyron, over the last few fights, over the last few years, has been able to control the pace of the fight. 100%. He controlled the pace of the Maia fight. He controlled the pace of, obviously, Darren Till fight was a good, easy victory for him, relatively. Controlled the pace of the Wonderboy fight, fought smart, and then hit him when he wanted to with big shots. And he was the one who had Wonderboy hurt, right? But Wonderboy was never pressing him, forcing his cardio. But if you go back and watch some of the fights where he had problems earlier in his career, like Nate Marquardt, like Rory McDonald, it's someone pushing him. And this, he might have figured out a way to, look, when you're that muscular, and he's fucking ridiculously muscular. I mean, Tyron has legs the size of a running back. He has giant-ass legs.
Usman's muscular as fuck too, though.
He is, but Usman's longer. Longer, it's different. Like, it's not that stacked, jacked, dense, almost powerlifting muscle. And that muscle is one of the reasons why Tyron is so fucking fast and powerful. But it also, you could make the argument that muscle just comes with an unavoidable price. And that what he's been really able to do is jack his conditioning up as high as possible and then also do a really good job of controlling the pace of fights. He couldn't do that with Usman.
Good point.
Could be. So we don't know. I feel bad for the guy. I'm a fan. I want to see if he wasn't 100% focused. I want to see him one more time focused with Usman.
Here's the problem, like with Cejudo and TJ, caught behind the ear, stopped early. All right, rematch for sure. Rematch. Other guys where it's quick, Cain Velasquez, JDS, quick rematch. Let's do it. Run it back. When you get outclassed for 25 minutes and there's 2, 8, 10 rounds, it's tough to get. There's no way. Obviously, they're not giving a rematch.
Yeah, Cejudo TJ, you could really call for a rematch in that fight.
The UFC is going to make Woodley's path to that title shot a fucking nightmare, man.
Who stopped that fight? Cejudo and TJ. Who stopped that fight? Who was the referee in that fight?
I don't know. Really
was that Herb?
No.
No? Who was it? So Leon Roberts was the one who separated Damian Maia.
Was it Roberts
and Usman.
again? I want to say it's Leon Roberts.
Was it Leon Roberts? No.
Oh, no.
Gentleman, I forget his name.
Powerful haircut, though. So you'll run that back, though, because you stopped early. Well, also, Usman Woodley's a tough sell.
They're the biggest names in that division. I mean, especially if they decide to do it at flyweight, they're the only names in that division except Joseph Benavidez. Benavidez, who also won, he beat Cejudo in a split decision. There's a real good argument for him fighting for the title as well.
For sure.
But that fight was so controversial and so hyped up. I would like to see that fight again.
Rematches are tough.
Yeah. Right.
But don't you think if anyone deserves to be Woodley, how long he was just fucking the reigning champ?
Right. But I would say the same thing about Stipe Miocic. Stipe
that's super fucked up.
Was the motherfucker for years. He won more title fight defenses than any heavyweight in the history of the sport. He's number one. Most successful heavyweight of all time. Beat nothing but world champions, right? Beat nothing but world motherfucking champions. Alistair Overeem, Fabricio Verdun, Junior Dos Santos, Arlovsky, world motherfucking champions. And, and then fights Ngannou, who's fucking terrifying. Beats Ngannou. Guy can't get a break.
He can't get a fight.
Why can't he get a fight?
Because he didn't sell pay-per-views.
That's crazy.
That's the only reason he doesn't
The world is a terrible place.
Fuck your boy. You could do Stipe Cain.
Well, Kane's gonna have to get another knee surgery now.
Is he for sure?
The way his knee went out? How is it possible?
Have you heard anything about his knee?
I have not. You don't think it was a knee problem? You think it was the uppercut?
Have you heard any update on his knee?
I haven't, but I haven't asked. I could probably
trust me.
DC.
Ask DC. His team would have released something because
his team said something really ridiculous.
That he didn't get knocked out?
That he got hit behind the head with an illegal shot first.
How dare you, AK?
How dare
and
you.
I love Crazy Bob.
It was Javier. Javier must have been, maybe had a few margaritas in him.
He's a down-ass dude, and I like that. But you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
He's down for his friend.
Full of shit.
Well, we were saying we watched that punch, and it didn't even land. It landed on, the shoulder.
Yeah, it was the shoulder.
Cuffed the shoulder.
But that short shoulder,
yeah.
I just did a Food Truck Diaries on Below the Belt with Francis, and he showed me the exact punch.
Yeah.
Because I was like, people are saying he was not happy.
Yeah. Here it is. Cain Velasquez lost a freak. My knee gave out on me. But no, there was it wasn't him. It was Javier Vasquez said it was an illegal punch.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You just got to take the loss and be like, you know what? Back to the
First of
drawing
all,
board.
that's not an illegal punch when you're swinging on the feet. It's illegal on the ground. If a guy is swinging and a guy ducks and you hit him in the back of the head, there's not a single referee on the planet Earth
No, it's transition.
Right. There's not a single referee on the planet Earth that has ever said that's bad. Not only that, a good percentage of head kicks are illegal shots.
Behind the ear.
Behind the ear. A lot of Wonder Boy shots. The Wonder Boy likes that sneaky question mark kick. He throws that shit behind the ear.
So does Barboza. So
Yep.
does Cowboy.
Comes right over the shoulder. Whack.
But with Cain, that's not even an issue because that punch didn't land there.
Right.
The issue is the uppercut, which
100%.
turned the lights off, which caused his knee to buckle.
Right.
But here's where you know he was punched. If there was a knee problem with this kind of dilemma about his knee, his team would have reported he's going for knee surgery. There's a MCL. There's nothing.
Yes.
They're just like, all right,
Right.
let's just move on. So you do Stipe Cain.
Well,
holler at your boy.
Cain
Stipe
might be
Cain.
in a position where he doesn't want to have any more knee surgeries, but his knees are weak.
Come on, bro.
No, but I'm saying if he got hit with that punch, maybe in another world, like his knee wouldn't have given out like that. He would just got rocked. He would have just got rocked. Maybe.
But him versus Stipe is the fight.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'm sure Stipe would like it, but I mean, what Stipe really wants is another shot at DC.
Not happening, bro.
Maybe he thinks that that's the way to get to DC.
The UFC would have done it if by now.
Yeah.
There's a million reasons to do it. Also for DC, it makes no sense. He knocked him out so fast. You can't get any more impressive than that. It's kind of like Jose Aldo Connor.
Yeah. Right.
Connor's
Right.
I fucking starched him. I have everything to lose now.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? So
That's a good point.
DC's going to get Brock and probably ride off to sunset. Although I was trying to tell Francis, he needs to let DC just do his thing, dip out.
Yeah.
And then he can become the heavyweight champion.
Yeah. And DC's looking for like a big fight, and that's it.
That's it.
I mean, apparently his coaches have already said, look, you got a real legitimate career as a broadcaster, and he does. He's excellent as an analyst.
Him, and Anik are the best.
I love it.
That's the best relationship. And I'm not throwing shade at Dom.
I love doing it with Dom, too. I love doing it with Dom.
I bet. Not as good chemistry.
Well, you know what it is?
It's a weird dynamic.
DC and I are silly. We're silly.
Dom's not silly.
No, Dom and I laugh a little bit. He's like uber serious. Whereas,
he's an expert.
Like when Rose Namajunas won and he's yelling out, Thug Rose!
DC?
He's fun, man.
You, DC, and Anik's the best commentating team on the planet. When it's you and Dom, there seems to be this weird dynamic where I don't vibe with it.
Really?
I think a lot of people are on board with that.
That's interesting because I like it a lot.
Again, it's not bad, but it's not you, DC, and Anik. But Dom, without you, even with you, he's amazing. He's one of the best. But for it's just not as good.
Okay, I get it. But it's just I agree with his corner though. I would like to see maybe one more fight out of DC, and then look, he's got his wits about him. He's got his brains. He's fine.
Best.
He's an amazing person. Like when you hang out with him and talk to him, he's a sweetheart of a guy.
The best.
And he could talk great. He's
funny.
very articulate, and as a wrestler, unparalleled. I mean, his skill, his understanding of the game.
As a heavyweight, you could argue he's the greatest of all time.
Dana just did.
Did he?
Dana just made that argument. He said, I think that DC's the best of all time.
That's fair. You can totally make that argument. He's never lost. Starch Stipe was the best of all time.
Yeah, but he's only fought once in the UFC at heavyweight other than this with Frank Mir.
But dude, what he did in the Strikeforce Grand Prix is insane.
Insane. Did he fight, who else did he fight at heavyweight in the UFC? Did he fight Roy?
He fought Roy, right?
Roy was in the UFC.
And Frank Mir.
Roy and Frank Mir, yeah. He beat both those guys. Yeah.
Wasn't even beat the brakes off both of them.
Yep.
And then Starch Stipe.
But I think without cutting weight, he just feels so much better.
That's why if he's going to fight John, we got to do it at heavyweight. I know how light heavyweight goes. Get out of here.
You think so still?
Yeah. 100%. You do it at heavyweight.
What do you think happens at heavyweight?
I think DC has a chance, baby. I'll put my money on him. Because DC can knock bitches out at heavyweight.
That's
and he
fight,
is the one who can land on John. He gets dirty.
Do you think that John would want that fight? Do you think that could be like a giant 4th of July fight?
Dude.
Bum, bum, bum. Why don't you and I call Dana White and say, we would like to take over the matchmaker occasionally? Just, we would like a celebrity matchup sort of deal.
Just let me get my beak wet.
I don't want to take anything away from Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby.
Nah.
Those guys are great. But just let us make 5 fights a year.
Do you hate ratings?
We'll help you.
Do you hate money?
We'll promote the shit out of
I'll
it.
make your posters.
We'll do what we can.
Here's what you do, Uncle D.
What do we do?
You do DC John heavyweight for the world title.
What's the undercard?
Francis Brock.
Do you really think Brock's going to take that fight?
Yeah.
Brock wants the title, and that's a wrap. He wants DC. DC's
That's
almost
a terrible fight for him.
DC's only a little taller than me.
I know.
You know, he's for real.
Don't let him fool you. He
Yeah.
looks small and like your dad, but he'll beat the shit out of you.
He'll beat the shit out of you. He's a tank. He's as wide as a house. And
Dude,
that's what Brock wants.
Dude, Brock Francis. Picture the poster. Just take that in
Picture
for a
the
second.
hospital bill.
Oh, dude.
Picture the remaining years of Brock's life.
I asked Francis about
Asking
that. And
why.
He goes, I don't chase. I chase nobody. You're not serious. I went, oh.
Hey, the funny thing is, you standing next to Francis is almost like me standing next to you. He's
I did it on purpose.
goddamn big. Oh, did you?
So we're on a curb. We're on a curb, and I go, stand here, dude. You're going to look huge. And everyone's going to freak out on the internet.
He's so big.
Yeah, he looks huge.
265 natural.
I asked him, what do you walk around at? That's what he said. And he was 60, 65, 60.
Did you ask him about wrestling?
A little bit. With those food truck diaries, I try to get a little silly and get those guys to have fun.
Look at that.
With Francis, he talked about how he kind of felt like a loser after the Stipe fight.
Well, there's no way around that.
It was
I mean,
fascinating.
It was a tough fight.
No, it was
Yeah.
fascinating conversation. He's saying how he kind of felt like a loser and how he didn't feel like himself and how he felt pressure to take the fight. He was not ready.
How well is he like talking? You think I could get him on? Do you think it would work?
Be tough.
Yeah.
Be tough.
He's getting better at English though, because when I first
getting better.
interviewed him, I remember way back in the day when he had the dreads. I first interviewed him. He was having a real hard time understanding me, but he's definitely better at it now.
He's getting better. And when he loosens up, it'd be tough to do 2 hours with you.
Dana White says Daniel Cormier is getting the Brock Lesnar fight.
Yeah, but we don't know
Whoa.
what Brock's doing.
Is that today?
This post is from an hour ago, but this has more to do with I guess
Brock Lesnar
post.
fight.
He said it at the post-fight press conference.
Yeah, I saw that. But there's no announcements when DC
He said when
come.
Cormier is fully healed from his injuries. Oh, he's got an injury?
Yeah, he's been injured.
What's going on?
I forget.
He had a problem with his hand
Yeah.
before the Derek Lewis fight. Decided to take the fight anyway.
And because Stipe offered the fight, and that's why he's like, dude, I'm injured. I'm not going to fight you when I'm injured.
That is
he goes,
so-
I'll fight Derek Lewis.
That must feel like shit for Stipe. He must be like, God damn
Don't
it.
you feel bad for Stipe?
Yeah. Because like if Daniel Cormier wasn't injured, he would have got that shot. Like if his hand was okay, he would have got that shot in New York.
But now Stipe's never going to get that shot. Dude, how about John Stipe?
I feel terrible.
I'm just spitballing
I
fucking
like that.
gems here.
But I feel terrible for Stipe. I
too.
really do.
Me too.
Because I mean, there's not. How long has it been since he lost the title? A year?
It's been a hot year.
A year? How long has it been?
And he's tried to fight.
June?
It was 226. It doesn't say.
DC's,
Oh my God!
DC's fought-
226. So
DC's
a fucking
fought
year,
twice.
more than a year,
DC's fought twice.
dude. More than a year. February. Fuck.
It was July.
Oh, what are you talking about? Do you not know how to count?
No,
What's
that's
wrong
what
with
it
you?
was.
How dare you?
I didn't count.
Why'd you say
226?
226? Oh,
226 in July.
I
You're
thought you were
saying
saying
not the date.
February.
No, not the date.
26.
UFC 226.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, how dare you?
But still,
How dare you make that mistake? UFC 226. Okay. Well, that's July.
But
so that's
the-
not quite a year.
DC's been relevant. He's fought twice since
Yeah.
that last loss. Stipe hasn't fought.
Damn.
It's heartbreaking.
Damn.
John Jones Stipe.
Coach Javier Mendez can't understand why Stipe Miocic is waiting for
Yeah,
the
he
Daniel
needs to move
Cormier
on. It's not
rematch.
happening.
I don't think he necessarily is waiting for it.
No,
This
he is. He even
but
taunted
he wants
DC.
it. He wants it, but I don't think they're offering him a valid fight in the meantime. I haven't heard any big fights that are being mentioned. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong. You know,
Well, the only thing they could really offer him is what?
it's funny. I have all these questions, and I don't ever call Dana.
And dude, come on, bro.
I don't call Sean Shelby. I don't call Mick Maynard. I just sit here with you. We talk shit.
We just speculate.
Total
Start
speculation.
rumors.
Total speculation. It was interesting being on ESPN for the first time. That was interesting.
How so? Different
It's
crew?
interesting. Yeah, I'm holding an ESPN handle on the microphone. You know, it was interesting, and knowing that it's on ESPN, it's very exciting. It's very exciting to know that it's on ESPN now because I think that's going to make a big deal with casual fans. I think it's going to allow the sport to grow.
Agree 100%.
And the ESPN fights were spectacular.
They put on a good product.
They did
You know
a
what's cool
great
is
job.
when I turned on ESPN, I do every morning until I start my morning, is they had a picture of Bryce Harper, who just signed like a $3 gajillion deal with the Philadelphia Phillies, and John Jones. That was the flyer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's mainstream.
That's giant.
Like Fox could never do that.
No, Fox was great, and Fox put the UFC on the map, and I think Fox really did a fantastic job over those 7 years. But it's a big difference. Going to ESPN is like, holy shit, we're on ESPN. It's like,
It's a big deal.
For sports,
It feels
you go to
different.
any fucking sports bar, ESPN's always on, so every fight is on, and they're going to have a shit ton of fights. And if you have ESPN Plus, you could watch all the old fights. You know,
Plus at the bottom, just the scroller, say John Jones, like breaking news.
ESPN inks exclusive rights deal with PFL Mixed Martial Arts League. Oh, interesting. What is Oh, that's the
Professional Fighters League.
That's my boy Seth's league. Oh, wow, that's
like
interesting.
Thursdays, I believe. I think they have something like 10 events for the year right now.
okay.
or something.
That is excellent.
And they have a playoff.
That is excellent. That is so good for MMA. It's so good. 10 PFL events in 2019. Outstanding.
They do the
live
playoffs.
across ESPN 2, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus. Fantastic. So good. So good for everybody. I can't believe Vinny Magalhaes lost. I was so
Me too, I thought he was gonna win.
so sure he's going to win the whole thing. I mean, he's so fucking good, man. And when it comes to the ground game, this is like
Freak.
He's a freak. There's not a light heavyweight on the
Dude,
planet.
ESPN also just signed Tyson Fury.
Really? Interesting.
So now you're not getting Tyson Deontay Wilder.
I heard about that. What the fuck is that about? What did Tyson say? Something crazy like why would he fight him again when he got robbed of a decision in the last fight? I heard that. I was like, is he drinking again?
Dude,
doing
how about
coke?
this? How about this? How about Showtime, my boys? They had the trailer, they had the hype video ready to launch on Monday. Tyson signed with ESPN Monday morning. No one knew. Nobody fucking knew.
I feel bad for Deontay.
It's heartbreaking.
I feel bad for Deontay because Deontay almost put him out in that final round. You know, and I think you can make a real argument that Tyson won the decision.
For sure.
But when you get dropped twice and get dropped one time in the most horrific fashion, I mean,
And now they say the fight's not happening.
that's crazy.
It's the biggest problem in boxing.
Don't like it.
So
Angry. That makes me angry.
it's because there's different promoters. That's why the UFC jump frogged boxing a long time ago.
Sort of, but I mean, look, that fight could have been made. Do you
Yeah,
think
but-
that
but
maybe
Bob
Tyson
Arum-
didn't want to fight him again?
Nope. I think it's his handlers, his representation go, dude, let's sign with ESPN, get a 7-figure deal. You can fight 2 bums, and then we'll circle back to Wilder.
Well, maybe.
That's boxing.
Maybe. I mean, there's argument that that's a good move financially, I guess.
It's heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking. Right here.
Oh, dude.
Here it is.
I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry.
That's sad.
It's so frustrating.
But it does open up Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, which is very
a little
exciting.
bit, but yeah, no time soon because Deontay's still going to fight in May. Maybe Dillian White, maybe Luis Ortiz.
Yeah. Luis
All
Ortiz
right.
is still fucking dangerous, man.
Dillian White's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
then, yeah, Anthony Joshua should be great, but he's fighting Big Baby Miller.
Yeah. And that's a tough fight for him. Big Baby Miller's got some fucking power. You don't think so?
No.
That's in Madison Square Garden, too,
Yeah.
right? First time Anthony Joshua was fighting in the United States, though.
Yep.
When you fight in the United States. Deontay Wilder, fuck Tyson Fury. Wow.
What's his next fight?
Brazil?
Next.
That seems like a fake name. It's like
He's a former football
if like
player.
a dude's name is Breeze, you'd call him Brazil.
Fuck.
Dominic Brazil
Boxing's
in May, my mandatory.
so frustrating. However, you got Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence coming up.
That's amazing.
We should do a fight campaign for that.
When is that?
March something.
When is that?
Am I in town? I don't know.
We should do a fight
I'm on the
companion
road.
for boxing.
I
We don't
know.
have any fight companions for boxing, right?
Yeah, give me an excuse to do it.
Hold on a second.
That's a good one to do it on.
What does it say, Jamie? What do we got?
March 16th.
Oh, Daddy's home.
Fuck. Daddy's in Miami.
What? You son
Daddy's
of a
at
bitch.
the Miami Improv. That's
You
next week,
son
bro.
of a bitch.
That's next week.
That's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Saturday. Yeah.
I'm at the Miami Improv.
How the fuck is it already March?
March 4th.
Crazy, dude.
This year is flying by.
January was the
We're going
longest
to be
month
85 years old before you know it. We're going to be like Larry Merchant over here talking shit. Remember when Larry Merchant said to Floyd Mayweather, if I was your age, I'd kick your ass.
Classic. Fucking classic.
It's just a ridiculous thing to say.
What a great thing to
One of
say.
the greatest boxers of all time.
God.
Oh, he's fucking such a crotchety old dude, though. It's going to be us one day. 85 years old, calling fights.
Getting old, man.
today.
You think we'll still be doing companions? Old as fuck.
Yeah. Well, someone's going to drink themselves to death on a live show. It's probably going to be Eddie.
I'll have a heart attack.
We should start bringing in other people, too, occasionally, especially when Callan's out of town, because Callan's always busy these
Callan's
days.
always gone.
Yeah. But he brings the cheese.
Nothing's like the four of us, though. The chemistry with the four
I know.
of us, you can't fuck with it.
No, it is the best. And it's the most fun.
By far.
It's the most fun
Everyone
to watch
brings
fights.
a different dynamic.
Yeah. But the talking over, my God, I tried to listen to it.
You did?
I tried to listen to some
Why
of
would
it.
you do
Because I
that?
wanted to know what it sounded like when
We're
everybody's
so
talking over
fucked
everybody.
up.
It's terrible.
I haven't been that drunk and high in a long time. And it was awesome.
This people, for whatever reason, love those kind of chaos shows, like that Alex Jones show. They love chaos. They love
A shit
drunk
show.
and stoned and interdimensional child molesters and fucking. They love all that shit. They love it off the charts, nuts.
That Alex Jones one, though, I told you I've never been a fan of his. Then I watched it. I'm like, kind of like him now.
People
I'm
are mad
back
at
on
me.
board.
Some people are mad at me, but you know what? There's nothing I could do about that. They
gives
were going
a
to be
fuck
mad at me
about
anyway. But one of the things that they were saying was, you know, fuck you for. They were saying,
Giving him a
fuck you
platform?
for normalizing him. I'm like, you got to understand. That's how I know him. I know him like that. That's how I know him. I know that guy.
That's why you're friends.
Yes, that guy that came on here. And this is a guy that, by the way, on his show said he was going to kick my ass and break my legs and fucking all kinds of crazy shit. And I want to fight him in the UFC fight. I'll offer him $1 million. Like, I knew him. I know the real him. I'm like, when we're not in front of each other, you can say crazy shit and like. I'm immune, man. I don't care. It doesn't
Been
bother
doing
me.
it too long.
I don't care anymore.
Plus, he's doing an entertainment show.
He is doing entertainment, but what I know is the Alex Jones that was here. And by the way, he was right about a lot of shit. A lot of the crazy shit that he was saying about fucking human pig hybrids that they're working on those and actually making human pig hybrid fetuses. That's real. They really are.
The problem is he throws so much shit out there at one time. I don't know what to believe and what
Exactly.
not to
And
believe.
you gotta
I
slow
don't
him
have time
down.
to look into all of it.
And you got to go, whoa. Start over again. What? What's happening on the moon?
He's for sure a little crazy. I like crazy, but he's crazy.
But I think that crazy is okay. And it's entertaining. And I'm not a fucking child. So if you want to nerf the world and make the world so that only children can watch everybody, because like make things that are safe for everyone, including children. Well, I don't want that. I'm a discerning adult. I'm pretty rational, and I can figure out what's real and what's nonsense.
Dude, speaking of children, did you see the Michael Jackson?
I did not, but I heard it was horrific.
It's crazy.
You know, Tim Dillon is so fucking funny. You see Tim Dillon's thing?
No, what'd he say?
Tim Dillon is pretending that Michael Jackson was a pimp and he was banging bitches. Go to his Instagram. Tim, have you had Tim on your show?
Is that the big guy?
Yeah.
No, the comic?
Yes.
No.
Dude, you got to get him on.
Really?
I'll have him on anytime he's in town. He's fucking hilarious.
He's a New York guy too, right?
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Hey, listen to this. Listen to
The
this.
problem with this Michael Jackson documentary is there's no fucking music in it. The whole thing is fucking boring. It's all fucking interviews. I fast forwarded through all that shit. I want to see the bitches. The guy's the king of fucking pop. You know he's fucking all the time. He was fucking Elvis's daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. You know Neverland Ranch was just fucking pussy because they're trying to make him look like, some humanitarian. Oh, he helps sick kids. He lets them sleep with them. We get it. He was a good guy. And another thing, so there's this scene, I was kind of half listening. Apparently some kid walked in on him fucking some bitch. And the kid knows like every one of his moves, everything he was fucking doing. It's like, what kind of sick kid sneaks into Michael's room while he's fucking a chick? It's kind of crazy. That's the problem with kids. That's why you can't help kids. Word to the wise, help adults.
Jesus Christ.
He's a ridiculous guy, man. You have him on. He's very funny. And he's super into conspiracy theories.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Deep in. He brought me a book. So like, we want to bring you back to the fold. But he's a smart guy.
Real
funny
smart
dude.
guy. Dude, when he said, when you had him on, he said, the comments are brutal, Schaub. He goes, someone said, oh, why is Rogan having Roseanne on again?
Did you see Roseanne? She went on Candace Owens and called all the Me Too girls a bunch of hoes, and they were all just selling sex to try to get successful.
It's hilarious.
Roseanne doesn't give a fuck, especially now they forced her out. She's like, good.
Hilarious.
But they fucked up so hard kicking her out. That show was #1, and now like no one even cares
Is it
about
still
it.
on air? I don't see a market.
They
anymore.
might keep it on just for spite, just so she couldn't say, "I told you so."
But we know no one's watching it.
Yeah,
Like, you fucked up.
No one's watching it. Yeah. I don't want to watch that Michael Jackson thing. First of all, it's weird because
I'm
he's
on
not
the
alive.
fence.
He's not alive to defend himself, so it's
Correct.
weird. It's also stories, and people tell the truth in stories sometimes, and sometimes they don't, and you don't know. And also, there was, like, it was always weird. Like no one knew why, with all the rumors that everybody had ever heard about Michael Jackson, that anybody would let their kids go and hang out with him. Like,
Dude, when you watch the documentary, you're like, these parents are fucking morons.
I don't get it, man.
2 of the fathers have committed suicide since this happened.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, but we don't have any hard evidence that he was molesting kids, right? All we have is rumors.
Well, here's the
And
thing.
in court, he was acquitted.
Here's the problem. The doctor, his very doctor, said that he was chemically castrated.
Talking about the guy who killed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy said he was chemically castrated by his parents to protect his voice.
So you'd have no testosterone, right?
Exactly. Not just no testosterone.
So do you still
he's a
bust
eunuch.
nuts?
I mean, me? I don't think so.
One of the other weird things I saw that was like facts you should know from the documentary was that he had something to do with the sound in the room. The hallway leading up to his bedroom was wired so that footprints would make a ding-dong sound in the room. Just a very strange thing to just have in general for any purpose.
But if you grow up in the spotlight, because remember, he was such a big star, you might have some anxiety.
Right. Maybe he didn't want anybody walking in on him naked or something.
Or you don't want anyone walking in while you're touching boys.
It could be that. Look, who the fuck
We
knows?
don't know.
We
is
don't
the
know.
problem. However, what do you think, Jamie? Am I off?
No, I'm just saying some of the facts I remember. He spent like 30 straight nights with like a 12-year-old at his house, in between that kid's mom's house and his dad's house, because they were divorced.
And there's so
they were
much
paying for so many.
There's so much
parents'
video. There's so much
stuff,
video of him and this little boy holding hands. And the boy in the video goes, yeah, we would hold hands and we had a signal. We'd rub each other's palms when we were thinking sexually about each other. However, you got to chalk it up to the shitty parents. Because if John Legend came to my house, was like, dude, I love Tiger. You mind if I take him out for a little while? Like, you out your goddamn mind?
Right.
You're not going anywhere.
Well, not
with
only
my
that,
kid.
and John Legend's not a pedophile.
No, I'm
or
just
not known.
But they didn't know Michael Jackson was.
But everybody knew there was something up.
Not at the time. He was the biggest star in the world back then in the 90s.
I remember people knew some shit was
In
up.
the 90s?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
He made good music, you fucks.
No,
I know.
no.
I know he did, but
No, everybody
also-
knew something was weird.
Really? I didn't.
He was always
I
hanging around with
celebrated
kids.
Yeah, because he loved to
You
help
were younger.
kids.
You're younger than us.
Way younger.
You got to trust me.
You're probably right.
We're the same age.
True.
Like same month almost.
And you
But-
knew something was up?
Yeah.
I just-
Jamie's more on the ball than you. He was always online. You're out getting pussy. James online.
Legit point. Legit point. Legit. Well played, sir. Well played.
I just feel like it's too weird. It's too weird to let your kids hang out with this grown man all those times.
I think he was mentally ill. And what his family says, they go, no. A lot of you are confusing him for he didn't have a childhood. His dad robbed him
Right.
of his childhood.
I think that's true,
So
too.
inside, he felt like he was 9 years old. So he missed out on the sleepovers and video games. So he would get friends with kids. And
I think
as
that's
I'm saying
true,
out
too.
loud, it's batshit crazy.
Batshit crazy. I think all those things that you're saying are true. But I also think it's true that he was probably chemically castrated. I really think that's true because I've said that a long time ago. I said,
Yeah,
I think
you've
he's a
always said that.
castrato. The way his voice is, why, tell him that it's human nature.
hit it, man.
It's just that voice is just not a man's voice. It's not even a falsetto voice. It's
Joe,
like a woman's voice.
If he's castrated, then he would have zero testosterone to molest kids.
Yeah, well, he might not have been doing it because he was horny. He might have been doing it because he was just weird.
Well, these kids said he was busting nuts. The kids in the video said like he would jack himself off in front of them.
Boy.
It'll make you sick to your stomach.
Not his wife, but the woman that gave birth to his 2 kids said she never had sex with him.
Yeah, that's more likely. I don't know. If you're chemically castrated, that means your body doesn't produce any testosterone anymore, but it doesn't mean that you can't shoot it into your body. And, you could shoot test into your body.
But if you have no nuts, you're not making semen.
Yeah, if your balls are dead. But is it semen or sperm?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think sperm's from the nuts, and then like your prostate, and there's some other things that get the juice together. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, obviously, either.
Clearly.
Is that a technical term?
The whole thing is fucking super weird. It's
Just
super
water.
weird. It just makes me sad.
It makes me so sad.
But
Here's
it's
the
also
thing.
there's a lesson to be learned there in so many different ways. But one of the big lessons to be learned is that you never want to be that famous.
That was my takeaway. When I was watching my girl, I go, "Can you imagine being that famous?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's probably awesome." I went, no, hold on. You know how we like to go to the mall? We like to go out to eat. That's gone. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's all gone.
That's all gone.
People would start a riot.
They'll take that away from you.
Yeah,
Your normal life is not
over.
You just stay in your house.
But that's why he developed an amusement park. Like he made his house a fucking amusement park. What are you saying?
They set this up for him to go grocery shopping. Wow. They had they emptied a grocery store and paid people to be shoppers so he could have the experience of what it's like to be normal.
What?
Going through like a Ralph's or whatever. Yeah. Dude, and like have interactions with people like, hey, how's it going? What are you getting, some bread?
Jesus, look how weird this is.
Well, they should make it realistic like LA. And be like,
so he
fuck off.
hired people
Yeah, I don't know how
so
often
he could
they
do
did it,
that?
but
And he wore
definitely-
a hat and he's dancing around the...
He's
everything.
so weird.
Everything was weird, man. Everything was
Don't
weird.
you feel bad for him though?
Oh yeah, so weird.
You know how much he's worth?
I don't know.
$1.7 billion, they say.
But that's after he died. See, the thing
Was
is, when
it?
he died, he got super rich. He was actually in the hole before he died.
No, because
Yeah,
there's,
because
there's
he
like
wasn't
MC
touring.
Hammer broke, where when you talk to MC Hammer, he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, there's like, Publicist broke where they released that. You go bankrupt. He goes, I was fine. I was balling. I think it was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, how he owned the Beatles catalog.
Oh, so that's where he had all his money?
He bought all the originals, the masters of his and the Beatles.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul McCartney was mad about that, apparently.
He gave him the idea.
Paul gave him the idea?
And he's like, oh, good idea. I'll be right back.
So why
his
didn't
shit.
Paul buy it? He's got money.
Couldn't afford it.
Probably, he has 1/4 of the Beatles' money, not all of it combined.
Right.
Dude, think how there's no stars like Michael Jackson now. You can't.
Right.
You can't do it in current society. There's pockets now.
He also owned Happy Birthday.
He owned Happy Birthday?
He bought the rights to it. So that's why you're not allowed to sing it in a restaurant.
I feel like that's over. I think you can say it now.
You can now because it's back into the
'Cause he
public
died?
domain. But or maybe after he died,
No.
it became
Dude,
a thing.
that's why everyone sings the bullshit
You'd
happy
get-
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy,
Happy.
I think like ASCAP or BMI could literally come in and just find the restaurant if you were
Holy
singing that.
shit.
Yeah.
And that's because of Michael?
That's so stupid.
Dude, what a baller move.
It's copyright.
Owning Happy Birthday. I want all the money. Give it to
Dude,
me.
too bad he doesn't like bitches because that'd be the biggest move ever.
Maybe he did like bitches. Who knows?
Well,
Who knows?
Bet
The guy's dead.
he can't defend
Have some
himself.
respect, Schaub.
Here's the thing: those two dudes who were doing it, one was the key witness when he got away in court.
What dudes?
The dudes in the documentary, the two are like, oh, we got molested. The one was the number one key witness who's saying he didn't get molested.
Okay, well
And
then
now-
he shouldn't be able to say anything.
And both of them were witnesses.
that means
And
they
now
should go
they're
to
like-
jail.
And now they're like, well, no, that's not true. We were young, bitch. You were 20.
How old was he? He was in his 20s?
Yeah.
Well, also, like, isn't that perjury? It means he lied in court?
Be fucked.
You can't lie in court either way, one way or the other. You can't lie to protect somebody, and you can't lie to accuse someone either. You can't lie.
I don't know what the deal is with that.
I mean, that seems like that's something they could drag him to court for.
And the Jackson came out and went, well, isn't it convenient? You guys are coming out now when you're in financial trouble.
Of course. Yeah, of course. It just seems like a strange thing to do a documentary on.
Documentaries are killing it lately.
That's
like,
probably the
look at
problem.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He thought he was flying free,
Yeah.
pissing on bitches.
Isn't that...
Then that documentary came out. He's fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked.
He's arrested.
Yeah, they just released him. Did you see when they released him? Like he leaves jail and he has to walk through a throng of people.
People hate
And there
him.
was some woman was yelling at him, calling him.
They took his music off iTunes.
Really?
They took down all of his shit, and all the
Wow.
artists who worked with him took their music down. Like
Wow.
let's say Michael Jackson did get convicted of molesting kids. Could you still listen to his music?
Could you imagine?
Because you separate it, right?
You know, Tony Hinchcliffe, I don't want to give away the bit. He has a fucking hilarious bit about that. He has a hilarious bit about
Really?
that. I bet,
I haven't heard it.
I bet he's redoing it now because I don't think it's on his special. On his last special, I don't think it's on. So
No, I haven't heard it, so it's not on
dude,
there.
Tony Hinchcliffe, he's got this new bit about transgender athletes. What does it say there? Daycare affiliated woman who bailed R. Kelly out of jail receives bomb threat.
Some mystery woman bailed him out.
Damn, he's looking like shit right there.
It's been a stressful time.
Fuck yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
So, upcoming fights. Let's get back to MMA for a few minutes before we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
What else we
JDS,
got?
Derek Lewis.
Oh, Kelvin and Israel Adesanya. That's what I want to see. That's next month, son. That's next month, and that is in motherfucking Atlanta, Georgia.
Is that a pay-per-view?
Yes, it is, sir.
Fuck, you're gone, dude.
Holloway Poirier too. I'll be there for that one.
Holloway Poirier's a great fight.
It is a very good fight.
But style better.
Who won the
Kelvin.
first fight?
Holloway.
Holloway won, right?
Yeah.
Was it a decision?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's so
Okay,
long
don't,
ago.
just scroll up. Let me see what else is on that card. Oven St. Preux and Nikita Krylov. That's right. Nikita
Great
used to be a
fight.
heavyweight. Now he's a light heavyweight. Khalil Roundtree Jr., Eric Anders. Woo, that's a good fight.
Great fight.
That's a under the radar fight. Montel Jackson. You know, Johnny Walker knocked out Khalil Roundtree too.
With elbows from
Ooh,
the
from the
tie
clinch. Yeah. And Khalil's a serious striker. Wilson Hayes, Alejandro Pantoja.
Little fact about Khalil Roundtree, he used to be over 300 pounds.
Really?
Used to be fat as fuck.
That's crazy because he doesn't have any loose skin.
I know.
Some guys, they bounce
was
back
young.
good. Oh.
He was young and he was working in a MMA fucking warehouse or something.
Well, that's the same thing with David Goggins. David Goggins, the Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL.
He bounced back to, whoa, look at him.
10-year
Look at him,
challenge.
2010 and 2016. That's only 6 years.
6-year challenge.
Imagine you break up with him and 6 years later he's jacked.
Dude, dime piece. Look at that boy now.
Girl's
Dime
like,
piece.
I'm just tired of you being all fat and getting on top of me and I can't breathe. It's over, Khalil.
Now he's like, what's up, bitch?
6 years later. Hop, hop.
Big fat dick still there.
Dude, knocked out Gokhan Saki with one punch. He's a beast.
God damn, he
That
was
just
fat.
shows you like how crazy powerful Johnny Walker is, man. It's ridiculous. Ridiculously powerful.
What do you do with him next? You gotta take it slow.
Giving him good fights.
Don't give
good
him
fights.
Latifi.
No.
Latifi pisses me off.
Does he? Why?
He's so good, and he's not
How
gonna be
about
champ.
Corey Anderson, man? Nobody's giving Corey Anderson any love. How weird is that?
I know.
It's weird. And a lot of people say it's because he's not stopping people. He's just winning. But he's
that's
winning.
The point.
He's fucking beating. He beat Latifi. See, you're talking about Latifi and not talking about Corey Anderson.
I know, it's
Isn't
fucked
that
up,
industry?
and
It's
I love
fucked
Corey
up.
Anderson.
Corey, we're sorry.
Corey, we're sorry, but fuck that.
And Corey's a bow hunter too.
Yep, that must be fun. But fuck that. How about Jimmy Manawa, Johnny Walker? There's another one on the house, Dana White.
Well, that is a possibility. Yeah, Jimmy Mano is dangerous. Man.
I know.
Dangerous.
So is Johnny Walker.
Serious power.
Jimmy Manawa is great.
That fight with Thiago Santos was chaos for as long as it
It
lasted.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker, Jimmy Manawa.
Yeah.
Sign me the fuck up.
Woo.
Any other brain busters?
Woo. How do you feel like Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway plays out?
Max Holloway's so goddamn talented.
So
And not
talented.
having to cut at 45 anymore. It's a tough fight for Dustin. Dustin, I love you. I'm glad Dustin got a big fight. I'm super. What's interesting is they offered the fight Tony Ferguson. He turned it down.
But hear about this. Dustin Poirier stops Pettis, right? Didn't he stop Pettis? Right? He stopped Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje.
Who else did he stop?
That was his last fight, right?
But those are two world champions. There was another one. There was another fight in there where he stopped somebody else.
Max Holloway, different animal, man.
Who else did he stop? He stopped someone else. It's
Gaethje,
Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez, another
that was
world
Eddie's
champion.
last fight.
Yeah. I mean, those are three like legitimate champions. I mean, I know Justin Gaethje was a champion in the PFL before it was the PFL, right? What did they call it back then?
World Series of Fighting.
Yeah. So he beat him. He beat Pettis. He beat Eddie Alvarez.
Amazing.
And this is that light heavyweight jump, you know. And he also beat Jim Miller. I mean, damn. His last fight was at 45 against Michael. Was that at 55?
55.
It might have been 55 with Michael Johnson. That was before Johnson went to 45. Johnson at 45 is a motherfucker.
Trouble.
He's a motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about
for
that
Poirier.
fight.
He won a big name fight and he got it.
Yeah, he's got an interim title shot.
Do you have any idea why Tony Ferguson turned it down?
I do not know. I have not talked to Tony Ferguson. I mean, maybe it was because, hey, I already am the fucking interim title holder. Why would I fight for the interim title again?
Max Holloway, though?
Yeah, I get that. But, I mean, he already was the interim title holder, and then they just took it away from him when he was doing prep. I think it's really fucked up.
Really
he comes back and beats Pettis.
Here's what's fucked up is now if the winner of Max Holloway Dustin Poirier is guaranteed a title shot.
Yeah.
So Tony's still not going to get a shot.
Yeah. They were trying to do Cowboy versus Conor, and apparently the sticking point was that it was going to be a co-main event.
How dare they?
I think the idea is that they have to have world titles as a main event for a
Who
pay-per-view.
says who?
That's my
It's
my
the
argument.
Wild West, DW. Get your head out of your ass.
You got his phone
That's
number?
a main event.
Shoot him a text.
I don't have his number.
Send
He
him a
blocked
heart.
me.
Send him a heart. Did he block you?
I think so. We're not seeing eye to eye. I actually like the guy. We have no problems.
I know. I tried to
no
get you
problems.
guys together. I gave it my best shot. I gave it my fucking
You tried, man. Sometimes you just got to
my
go
level
separate
best.
ways.
Yeah, I don't understand it, man. It's weird when you have friends that don't like each other. You know, when you're good friends with both of them,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Fuck that guy," and you're like, "All right, man, I don't know what to tell you."
But I don't talk bad about him.
No, you don't.
I criticize some the UFC decisions because I do a show, but then I have no issue with them at all.
I like that though. I mean, look, part of the thrill of these things, it's got to be Raging Al. Cowboy was in my office yesterday. You know him. White said he wants to fight. He's ready to fight again. Wants to fight again. So we're looking at another opponent for him, maybe Raging Al. Said did not specify who's going to be fighting next. So it says,
Dude, you're telling me Conor was like, no, I'm not taking the fight if I'm co-main event? Why in the fuck would you make that a co-main event?
yeah, he said could be out of action until the fall. McGregor could be. You know, the other thing is McGregor hasn't fought in so long, man. He hasn't fought MMA in so long.
It's not good. Last fight was Khabib.
His last fight was Khabib, right? But he takes like almost two years off, right? He fights Khabib. He gets smoked by Khabib, and then he has how long was that? Was that November? It was a long time off.
It's not good.
No, he needs to be active, like really active.
It's hard to be active when you're making that much money off
That's the
fucking
problem.
whiskey.
The whiskey, and he made like $100 million off the Floyd Mayweather fight. He's making bank off whiskey.
I'm proud of him.
No, he's doing great.
Tight move.
Look, between you and him, I mean, him while he's in the middle of his career and you post-career, I mean, you guys have laid some interesting blueprints for fighters. So, yeah, it was October 2018. That's quite a long time ago.
Yeah, that's not good. If
Actually, it's not that far. November, December, January, February. That's only 5 months ago. Seems like a long time ago, though, doesn't it?
But he has nothing coming up. So by the time he fights, it's going to be another year. Because but that was his last fight.
Yep.
Which
And
is
it was
2 years.
And 2 years before that was his previous fight. Yeah. It's
not good.
It's not good.
Especially if you want to be creme de la creme. You just can't fight like that.
I think he's only interested in big fights, like things that excite him now, you know, because he's got so much money and so much success. It's just one of those things.
Can you blame him?
But look at that main event. The main event of that fight was a non-title fight. Conor versus Nate Diaz. That was non-title.
I believe both times they fought.
But the last one, the fact that it was a non-title fight, it was also the biggest pay-per-view of all time.
Dude, whoever recommended that he be co-main event against Cowboy should get their mouths pissed in. That's ridiculous. That's so aggressive. That's why Dana doesn't like it.
Well, I don't know who that was, but
I'm not saying Dana recommended that. I'm just
I'll
saying.
just say that I
R.
disagree
Kelly,
with your
you're up.
decision.
You're up.
I believe I can fly.
God, dog.
Yeah, all right. Let's wrap this up
we
before
did
your
it.
voice goes out.
We did it, dude. There's no way I'm doing stand up tonight.
No.
I apologize to everyone.
Yeah, you can't. Well, everybody who listens to this podcast will know you're not faking it.
They're gonna be pissed.
What are you going to do?
I know.
What are you going to do? Are you at the store tonight for
I'm supposed to be at
Red Band
the
show?
store, but
it's a
I'm
stacked
back
show,
tomorrow
though.
night.
It's a stacked show.
I'll be back tomorrow night. But
Tomorrow night, you good?
Next week, I'm back on tour in Miami. Friday, Saturday, Miami
What do you
Improv.
do? Oh, Miami Improv.
That's next week. Then after that, I'm in Milwaukee, Turner Hall. After that, I'm in Washington, D.C., DC Improv.
tfatk.com.
Woo, woo.
Woo! All right, folks. We'll be back tomorrow with more goodness. See ya. Bye.